Oh. I gotta wait for Niche to get back. What the fuck?
Ah,
Hey,
so that's the title.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But yeah, I mean, I just kind of want to chill and just like talk and just chill on Reddit, to be honest.
I mean, you might as well share screen.
I am share screen with you.
Yes.
Hell no.
'Cause I have a delay on that.
Yeah, but I can crop it out with YouTube. I mean,
Alright.
I can't crop it out with Discord.
If only I can zoom in. God damn it.
Shit. But yeah, I mean, first thing I see is like what scene are y'all?
Oh my god, I didn't realize that layout.
Yes.
Why are you doing this to yourself?
I don't. I told you I need to use it for something, right? So I kind of had to. But what scene am I most excited for? I want to see fucking Kenpachi versus Unohana animated properly, dude. That's just me.
Imagine it's like Escanor Meliodas.
Kamishi no Yoi. What do you mean? What happened?
Imagine if the fight is like Meliodas versus Escanor.
If that's the case, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I will fucking kill you. What the fuck?
Let's go.
But the funny thing is like Bankai Kamishi no Yari, it's not even like a long sword. It's just a really fast fucking sword that can blow a fucking hole in you.
Yeah.
Like, I forgot. Like in JoJo, right? Like your stand power is supposed to be like based off your personality, but that's not even what it is.
Not all of them are.
Like, look at Jotaro. Like I saw that meme. It's like Jotaro and Dio, right? Two different personalities. They got the same fucking ability. Like, what the fuck?
The same stand.
Like, what? That's so stupid. Favorite version of Ichigo's Bankai? Oh yeah, definitely the one that Yuha fucking broke. The keychain. I love the keychain. I fucking love, like, when it first got broken, people were memeing that thing as a keychain. Cause you know how like it had a little chain at the end of it, and it was just, you could dangle it. I want that sword. We are so close yet so far. Do you like Yoruichi like animation? I know people were complaining about it. I remember IBK.
I do like it.
Like,
it's not it's not fully prepared, so don't expect it to be like that.
So yeah, the animation is still in development, right? But
yeah,
it looks like obviously the manga looks better, right? It's Kubo is just better at. He's good at character designs. No, Kubo's really good at character design. Like, that's just my opinion. Like,
it's the manga that makes it better because the shading, the dark on it.
Yep. No, I mean, like, compare Kubo to like other mangakas, right? Like, he's really good at drawing characters. He sucks at background, right? But he's really good at drawing characters. Like, I think the beginning of Thousand Year Blood War, I think that's like that was his peak, right? In my opinion. Then the art kind of fell off a bit after, like, I think it was Ichibe versus Yuha. For some reason, like, Kubo's art kind of like went down. I don't know if people noticed it, but he didn't put in as much effort. That's how I looked at it. But personally, I think manga looks better because Kubo is just godly with a pen. let's see. All 300. Nah, I'm not looking at that. The Shiro relationship. Aw, look at that. I wonder why people keep shipping those two. I don't get it. Ichigo, Naruto, Luffy mocking Eren. I don't want to look at that because of spoiler. Dude was nearly dead, that's why. I am not caught up to Attack on Titan. We talked about Aizen and Kazue. Oh shit, yeah, that image I posted today. Today, let's see what's happening with the Kurosaki household with Zangetsu. Do you think White Ichigo is still around?
He might be dead then.
I don't think he's dead. Shoot. Like, I'm looking at this image, like... I mean, it's cute,
He
but
didn't
like...
appear in any of the Thunder Butt War, at least. I know.
Think... Well, Ichigo is not like Kenpachi, right? Kenpachi can manifest his Zanpakuto. I think Kubo just kind of fell off, like, doing the inner world stuff, like with Zangetsu. I hope they do that in the anime, like, they go back to Ichigo's inner world again, because I don't know why Kubo stopped doing that.
It's a classic, man.
Like, ever since, like, people were like, I'm a Rukia simp, right? So I was getting tagged with the, what's it called? We Do Not Always Love You, getting anime adaptation potentially. So I was like, that's cool, but like, can we get more of like unanswered questions? Like when people showed me that I didn't even know that Rukia got attacked by like a Stern Ritter that we didn't know. I'm like, dude, there's some big. I'm like, what the fuck? What kind of question is that?
Animating that as well in the beginning.
Like, did you realize that was a thing?
Yeah, I didn't realize.
Like, I was like, who the fuck pays attention to shit like that? Like that club fan base. I mean, I guess if you're paying like $80 a month or something to just chill with Kubo, is it $8 a month? I forgot how much it was. Like the club subscription thing. That shit's expensive. Imagine Aizen training Kazui. I mean, Kazui's kind of sus. Let's be honest. I still need to know like if Kazui is broken or if he just has like broken abilities.
I don't think Aizen has the will to do that anyway.
Have you noticed like Aizen is just lax? He's just lax now.
If Aizen had the intention to do it, like, oh yes, this is another thing. I'm part of my clan. Let's go.
Imagine him being in that chair is his plan. Like him just chilling on the chair, like just chilling and moving.
Everything that is happening is my plan.
Like, oh yeah, me being in jail, part of my plan. You dying,
You
part of my.
That's my plan.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, we are all sus. What you mean?
Momo blowing me? That's us.
That's okay. That is. I don't even think I would want that. Let's be honest. Ichigo Classic Bankai was better in design than his true one. We don't even know what the true one does. Like, I think that's an invalid like argument. I know some people like the true like, what's it called? The Bankai that he showed off that Yuha broke. People like the design of it, but it's weird. So like, I always wonder, like, you know how like Ichigo's clothing changed with his previous Bankai? I was like, why doesn't his clothes change with his new Bankai? I thought that was like a thing with him, with his Bankai, like his clothing changed and stuff. Like, do what you gotta do. Ichigo Classic Bankai was a better design than his true one. Are we? You can't change. I bet I could. You just gotta fucking sit here and listen to me. Toshiro colored by me. Drew one of my favorite character designs. If the nose wasn't so fucked up, actually, I'm sorry. A lot of this is fucked up. Oh, by the way, what's up, Orange? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like make fun of the art, but like, this is lovely. She's so cool. I wish we'd seen more of her. Eyes, nice. Not me. Senjumaru is cool, but she looks like she'll experiment with you in bed. I don't like that. Accepted Ichimaru's. I don't care what anyone says. Ichimaru Gin's death was sad. Who said it wasn't? Yeah, he did bad things. He killed people. Did he actually kill anybody? Like, fucking Hiyori survived getting chopped in fucking half. I don't know. If you were to turn into a snake tomorrow and began devouring humans, and from The same mouth you devoured humans, you cried out to me, I love you, would still... Who has he really killed? I'm trying to think.
Oh, I'm back.
What's up?
Ugh.
Did Geen ever kill someone important? I don't think so, right?
No.
Like, fucking Hiyori got chopped in fucking half and she still survived. You get what I'm saying? It's fucking weird. Like, people are saying Geen did... Well, not people, I guess. This guy made a comment, I guess somebody he was talking to said Geen did bad things, so you shouldn't feel bad for him. I'm like, yeah, but like, he did it to trick Aizen. The fuck? Plus, I don't really think he killed anybody either. That's just me.
Get his confident.
Let's see.
Get his trust.
Bleach characters can walk on all platforms below. Walking, standing on land, walking, standing on water. They still need to explain that shit of like how they're able. I mean, yes, Ryatsu footholds, but I don't know. That shit makes no sense.
The same for chakras.
I mean, Naruto can fly now too, right? So this is one I saw earlier. I wanted to have a discussion about this one. I didn't know if I wanted to do a video on it, but like you know BBS, right? Like all the original Ichigos. Well, not all the original Ichigos. Like I guess this one is including Hell Ichigo. But like out of all those Ichigos, which one is the strongest? Which one's the strongest form?
All the Ichigos?
Yeah, I feel like Fugetsu would be the strongest because he's the latest, right? And it's supposed to be like beyond Bankai.
And he's part of the Nazi, so.
I think Lunar Ichigo would be like second. I think Hell Ichigo is third. And then I think Quincy Ichigo is last. Because we don't know what his Quincy powers do. And his design is kind of lame. That's just my opinion.
I mean, I do like his design though. I do like it, but
out of all of them, which one has the best design to you?
They should explain how like his power works on that Quincy form.
Quincy form? He's Quincy. Yeah. Like it's not like he's hybrid Shinigami, Hollow, and Quincy. No, it's just I think it's just full on Quincy powers.
Full on Quincy, even though there's no affiliation.
What the fuck? And the legs, like when you look at the legs, right? The artwork, them legs, like they look fucked up. Like I'm sorry, it's.
Bro, Ichigo, have you seen long legs?
What the fuck? Like, listen, bro. Like, I remember when he like kicked freaking Ishin in the face. I think beginning of the anime, when he was coming home. Yeah, he got some long legs, bro. I'm sorry. I can't even stretch my legs that far. Like, I don't know how strong Hell Ichigo is compared to all of them though. Cause like these are like the bottom three, right? Lunar Ichigo, Quincy Ichigo, and what's it called? Fifth and Ichigo. They're all originals, right? So, but like I'm assuming Lunar Ichigo is stronger than Full Hollow. He has to be, right? Do you think he is or no? Full Hollow Ichigo?
I think. I was gonna say you could include Bastalotus Ichigo.
Wait, can I? Because like Vastalota was able to destroy the gates of hell. You know that shit is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
we know Hell Ichigo is supposed to be stronger than that. Like, what's this form of? What the fuck is this form of Ichigo even actually called? We just call him Hell Ichigo, but like, they all have to have a name, right?
Golden Chains, I guess.
Nah, but that power comes from Hell wanting to stop Kokuto. That's about it. Like, he beat Kokuto with one swing. We don't see what else this form can fucking do. Like, that's it. And I don't even think Kokuto was like that strong. It's just Ichigo was struggling to fight in Hell for some fucking reason.
Yeah, it's just called Hell vs Ichigo. HB Ichigo.
I think Fugetsu is the strongest. I'm gonna be honest. Let's see what people think. Let's see. Just tear universe apart. Let's see.
To this day, that blast from Buffalo
these nuts
to the gates of hell. Oh, so good.
Everybody talk about Quincy Ichigo as it is, full realized power of Quincy powers mixed with his sword. See, that's the thing. It's not even mixed with his Soul Reaper powers. Like, is there a description for like Quincy Ichigo? Like on BBS? Yeah, let me take a look at this because I actually want to read the description because like Fugetsu, Lunar, Quincy. Thank you. Wait, no, I think movie Ichigo might be stronger than Quincy Scar. I'm gonna be honest. Like we can have this discussion right now, but I gotta look at this Quincy Ichigo description real quick. I hate looking at him because I pulled him from Rukia's
It'll be funny. You get Leno on this discussion.
Yeah, Leno. Where's Leno?
Let me see if he's
Leno
busy or not.
He's probably fapping to Soifon on her birthday. Let's just let him chill, man. It's his day with Soifon. Where is Quincy Ichigo? Dang, I remember when I first pulled this Quincy Ichigo off a single. Shit, I was so happy. Now that happiness has turned into despair. I don't want to see this motherfucker. He's 5 of 5, man. I don't want him. He's kind of cheeks.
It's been 5 for me.
A special version of Ichigo New Year 2019. This Ichigo features him releasing all of his latent powers, not just his Soul Reaper and Hollow powers, but also the Quincy powers that lie dormant within him. So I guess it's saying he can use everything. That's so stupid, bro. Because like in the in-game animations, he doesn't use any other powers but like the bow and shit.
I guess he uses a little bit of his full brain, in my opinion, because it has the signal for the full brain, the symbol for it. But
see, like here's the thing: his full brain powers are kind of like the weakest of everything he has, right? So.
Oh yeah.
I think they're kind of irrelevant.
Like the full brain is kind of what made him. I guess went back to his full power, Soul Reaper power because of Rukia as well. Because if we didn't have full brain, I think he wouldn't have Soul Reaper powers ever again.
I mean, I can believe that they're there, but like, there's one issue, right? Like, compared to the other Fullbringers like Aura, Ichigo doesn't have an OP Fullbring ability, so I don't really care for it. Yeah, it's like when you compare him to like Tsukishima in terms of abilities, he's kind of nothing. Same thing with like Aura, right?
Manifested Fullbring as.
Well, I think
it will be.
The one thing about Ichigo is like he doesn't have a special ability. He's just a full-on powerhouse. Like
yeah.
What
Bro,
the
he's
fuck?
built for everything, man. He's a Soul Reaper, human, hollow.
But he has no ability. Like think about that. Like he can't use Ketos. He can't like he doesn't like. Does he even have regeneration? Like the hollow regen? Can he use that? Like we know he's healed himself. So. Yeah, that's full hollow. Like that's Shiro Ichigo, that's his ability, but we've never seen Ichigo actually use it. Ichigo doesn't really use abilities. He just shoots Getsuga Tensho or like a Sero. Like those are just generic beam attacks. He doesn't do anything else. I'm like, Ichigo, you have
but we didn't know Rage Collision was a yeah, Nishi feels like Fullbring and Quincy together, to be honest.
I'm so
it's Fullbring.
It's so sad, like probably the last two, the second Mugetsu. I'm surprised they didn't include Mugetsu on this list either. Like his Mugetsu form, he's not on this list. Like if we were to add Mugetsu,
I do agree with Scar. I do agree with Scar that the strongest form is Fugetsu, and it has Fullbring on it, though.
I guess we don't really care about
Fullbring powers and Soul Reapers.
I wish we got. I love the Hell. What's it called? The Hell movie, but we didn't even get to see what that like the Hell Ichigo, what he can really do. Probably the last two.
We're not including the 10 years later.
The bottom one is literally Ichigo and Shikai. If he got his Fullbring powers back from Kugo. The third one is Ichigo releasing 100% of all his powers, so the third one is the strongest. Huh. So the third one being the Quincy Ichigo. I mean, the description does say that like he releases all his powers, right? But it feels like maybe it's just the game, but Quincy Ichigo feels kind of feels weak. Like compared to like Fugetsu, who hits hard as fuck in the game.
I mean, he came out really early in the game, to be fair, so
2019. I mean, it's not like that big of a difference.
I mean, it's not big difference, but
Yeah, it's like 1 year. Actually, no, they came out like
gave him
within the
race
same year, I
collection.
think, right?
And I'm
Like,
pretty sure a lot of people at that point, like, not really into like the race collision, medic collision at that point, and then when they realized
I swear
that
to God,
that race
Kuroboy
collision
wants
is
to
pretty bad, so
Do you guys think Quincy Ichigo is actually strong? I don't know. I feel maybe the game kind of ruined Quincy Ichigo, and maybe the design, like the fucking legs, like he just looks like a fucking meme. The last one, without a doubt, 5th Annie BBS version is basically an alternative Bugetsu with more acts. Yeah, same year, but no Berserker. Yeah, thought so. The second from bottom is 2019 New Year version Ichigo. A what-if scenario where Ichigo is a Quincy. The game describes a full power version, but the design and gameplay are 100% Quincy. See, that's the thing. Like, thank you. I was like, in the game, he just shoots arrows. Like, no Sero, no, like, Shinigami abilities. Like, he doesn't pull out a sword. It's just a bow. Like, that's just 100% Quincy. Just wait for remake Quincy Ichigo. That's God tier. Art book Ichigo. I mean, when Lunar Ichigo first came out, he was godly, right? I don't think I cared for like Quincy Ichigo when I finally got him. I realized he was too much range collision.
I think Lunar is probably my favorite design of Ichigo, in my opinion.
Lunar? Shit, I need to get
Yeah,
past
to
this
this day.
question. She's not the brightest all the time, but she tried. When Rukia like literally let freaking Chad freaking Zuka her. That shit is, yeah. That's no way to treat Zangetsu Ichi. Damn. Imagine living underwater your whole life. Can't be me. I hope they adapt like his Horn of Salvation properly. Shoot. Kenpachi versus Tozen. How did you react when this happened? Tozen gonna get clapped. Tozen was cool like when he first came out, like when he one-shot, what's his name, Uryu. But after that, he was just a meme. I guess when he activated like his hollow mask, he was cool too. But yeah, he was, again.
Not a lie, yesterday, wait, wasn't, no, that's like 3 days ago. I saw Tozen's Soban, the new one, for the first time, because
Yep.
I haven't seen the Sobans. And oh my god, he turned white, my guy.
What the fuck? I haven't seen it. Let's see. Oh, this is a good discussion. Yo, which Stern Ritter could she beat? So, Unohana, how many Stern Ritters do you think she can beat? That's actually a good question. Huh. So, I don't think she can beat Elite Stern Ritters, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
Maybe-
Elite Surrenders are too much for her.
Maybe she can beat Askin, because, like, her abilities are complicated, right? Like, even Kenpachi was kind of struggling. Remember, like, she
I don't
went
know.
easy on Kenpachi.
It depends.
She went easy on Zaraki, bro. Come on, let's be honest.
I mean, Kenpachi didn't have Tapakto, like, is a Shikai, so.
I definitely, okay, like, I guess we should start, like, alphabetical order. Did we? Stern Ritter A, we got freaking good old Yuha, we got Stern Ritter B, Zabal and Sujugaram, Stern Ritter C, good old, what's his name? Pernida? Stern
Yeah,
Ritter
Pernida.
D, the death dealing. Stern Ritter E, explode. Bambietta? Oh yeah, she's clapping Bambietta. I'm sorry. Yeah. We'll hold off on the elite Stern Ritters, okay? We won't discuss the elite Stern Ritters. But let's go to like Bambietta. I think she's definitely clapping Bambi. Agree or disagree? Like even Volt standing form, full power.
It's kind of hard to compare them because I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know?
Because I know, like, look at Sajin, man. Sajin did struggle a lot against Bambi.
Well, Sajin,
And,
you can't really compare Sajin to Retsu.
No, the thing is, you never know how powerful and how powerful Retsu and Sajin are compared now because Sajin has the new form, of course, and he could be more powerful than Retsu. So you never know.
So
And
Sajin,
Bambietta is literally a flying projectile.
Yeah, but like again, Unohana, like freaking what's it called? Yuha literally said like compared to the old Gote 13, like the current ones were a joke, right? Unohana being a part of the old Gote 13 or the Yama's old crew, I'm pretty sure like that should speak enough, because like I don't think Bambietta has shown anything that competes with Kenpachi, and Retsu can heal herself, right? Like from anything. Retsu just needs like one good attack, and Bambietta's dead. Because Bambietta doesn't have like.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while for Retsu, but it's probably a good opening for her. That's it.
IBK, she definitely clapping Bambi. Thank you. IBK agrees with me. Cause like, what? Like Bambi can't heal herself. She's hot headed, right? She doesn't really think. Unohana is strategic, right? Like, she has like a lot of stuff under her belt, and her Zanpakuto abilities are kind of like, she's not like Shinji, right? Like she's not gonna tell you what her ability does. Fucking Shinji's a dumbass, let's be honest. And Sajin, like, thinking back, like Sajin was kind of weak in my personal opinion. Like Aizen one shot him, Tozen was kind of clapping him around, slapping him around. Like, and then Bambi beats him without Volt standing. It's like, come on, you can't really say Sajin is like the deciding factor.
What about Giselle?
Giselle?
Yeah.
What do you mean, Giselle?
I mean, like, you think? I mean, of course, Unohana will beat her, but like, do you think she can kill her?
Kill who?
Because Unohana
killed Giselle?
Yes.
Are you trying to say like Giselle's immortal or something?
I don't know what you I don't know what you're talking about.
Giselle's not immortal.
I mean, she can. Of course, she's not, but she can make zombies. That's the problem.
She can make zombies, but we've seen with like Mayuri that Giselle is very afraid to like fight up by herself. Like, you know,
don't put Mayuri into this.
Well, I kind of have to, because like Mayuri did kind of 1v1 her. But like, if we're talking like even with all her zombies, I think Retsu's fast enough to like dodge all her zombies. The only one that she would probably struggle with is probably like, say if she had like Tosh. Are we giving her Tosh as a zombie to go against Unohana? Because that might be different.
Yeah, that might be a little bit different. Imagine Tosh.
If Giselle gets Tosh, then that's a different discussion.
Imagine that actually happening in the anime.
But if it's like, if it's just like, say if we just give her like the Bambi corpse or like dead people, like, you know, weak ass Shinigamis, and I would still give it to like Unohana, because I don't think that would get in Unohana's way, to be honest. But if it's like Tosh, right? Tosh, like, what's it called? Like he wasn't like Bambi zombie, right? Like, he was revived while he was still alive, so his body was still like in peak like condition, unlike the dead zombies. I forgot that's what it was, right? Like, if the zombies die, like, they're not as good, but if you turn someone into a zombie as they're alive, then they can still fight at 100%. That's what Tosh was. That's why, like, what's it called? He was clapping Ikaku and Yumichika, and like, what's it called? Charlotte. We don't talk about Charlotte. He's fucking ass. Like, freaking Mayuri reviving some
Bony, man.
What the fuck? Why did Mayuri revive Noitora, huh? That would have been nice. I'm surprised Mayuri didn't revive an Espada, but that's a different discussion.
I know, man. Noitora would have. People would have screamed.
Yeah. But like, back to Unohana back to Unohana versus. I think Unohana can still beat Tosh. Zombie Tosh.
I think Noitora and Kenpachi will be the best bodies if they see each other again.
Oh, so Kenpachi's fucking body. Like, let's be honest. I don't think the zombies got stronger. Then again, fucking Loopy is able to fight Grimjow. I don't get how the fuck that works. That makes no fucking sense. Like, somehow turning into a fucking zombie from Mayuri gets you strong enough to fight. Like, what? Fucking bullshit. But like, I think I'll still give it to Unohana. I don't know what you think.
Man.
Mayuri, like, if Mayuri is actually able to give people a power boost, nah.
I mean, you seen what he did to Nemu?
Unless Kisuke was somehow involved, because I remember people were like theorizing that Kisuke was the one that helped him, like revive those Arankars, because they have like the stitches, right? And Kisuke's Bankai leaves stitches on you, like modifying. So people were like, I remember like that was a big trend, right? Like freaking Kisuke modifying the zombie squad for Mayuri. Hence why they're so much stronger all of a fucking sudden. Hence why Luffy's able to fucking go against Grimmjow. Even though I think it's complete fucking bullshit. Let's see. But yeah, I'm still giving it to Unohana. Because Tosh is only like, I feel like Tosh is only deadly when he goes into his adult form. Like let's be honest.
And when he's not reckless.
Yeah, like Kid Tosh kind of gets bodied a lot, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, he doesn't win a lot of fights. Yeah.
I mean, he got bodied by what is his name? Basby.
Yeah. Well, Basby is like, Basby had the advantage, right? Like in attribute.
Yeah.
Like freaking fire against ice. Come on, man. I don't know. Like, yeah, it's like Tosh is like her biggest like if we're talking about Giselle and giving her Tosh, I don't think that's gonna save her from Unohana. I still gotta give it to Unohana. That's just me. Actually, now I think
the situation. We'll see.
I don't know.
We'll see. What
you think? We're gonna see.
Our Neo will say Giselle wins.
Man, that boy just wants to fuck his dick. I don't. Who said that? Holy shit.
Damn, Oetsu 1.2 million. Goddamn.
For what?
On that soul bomb.
Ah, yes, you crit. Not crit, insta kill.
Insta
Next one on the
kill,
list. So we went past Bambi. Who else is on this list? Give me a sec. I gotta like look up the image for these Sturmriders. Bleach Sturmriders.
This Nanawa is ass. What the heck?
The way you say Nanao is fucking ridiculous.
I got them every time, man. Nanao.
Alright, Sturmder E, Explode Sturmder F. Ooh, Asnod. That's a good one. Asnod versus Retsu. That's a good one.
I think Retsu will win that one.
I mean, Retsu would win, right? But like, how do you think, like, do you think Asnod would be afraid of Retsu? Like, do you think she could break him?
I think Retsu's literally fear.
Because like Retsu,
she's made of fear.
I feel like she has like a similar ability of like fucking with your head. Like Kenpachi's Kenpachi, right? Like Zaraki. Like he's something else.
Going away.
But I mean, remember, like every time he died, he said "fuck it." He doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like I think he's the only one to be like that. I remember like when we got a little bit of Asnod backstory. Like we saw that he was in a hospital and he was dying, and Yuha revived him. I think Asnod is afraid of death. So if Unohana was to do that to him, I think he would panic, and she would gain the advantage. Like that's just my personal opinion. I don't know how you feel. Let's see, Sternritter F. His Volt standing though. I mean, he has a cool, like, remember, like, I remember, what's it called? Out of all the Sturmriders, like, he got, like, an original design with his Volt standing. Do you remember it? Like, the transformation?
For who?
Asnod. Who else?
Let's see.
Just go take a look at it. Like, I don't know how... I think she would still body him even in Volt standing form too.
Like
Does Volt standing
form?
in like his what's it called? Fear form or whatever the fuck it's called. What's the name
with
of
the with the T's and all that?
Yeah. Is that the T? Give me a sec.
Like it has without the mask.
Not As Yeah, like the one where he looks like he's from Creepypasta.
Bro, he looks like he should be in an insane asylum, man.
What the fuck? Like he's on some Michael Jackson like messing with his skin and stuff. Like I don't know, man. He's something else. Oh, he looks fucked up, man. I'm gonna have to give it to Retsu though. Like Asnod, nah, I don't think he's gonna do much against Retsu. Like, there's nothing that he can really do to scare her, in my opinion. Cause like she's a Kenpachi. Like she's lived for. I don't even know. Like, is she older than freaking Yamamoto? That would be funny, but like aging in Bleach is kind of weird. What?
A lot of people, you know, in that Rukia and Asuna fight.
Yep.
Hey, Rukia, you should have moved, man.
What do you mean?
You know when Rukia uses her Bankai?
Yep.
If she moves, she dies.
I don't think that happens anymore. Plus, she just mastered Bankai too. What do you mean?
No, at that point, I meant.
At that point,
What if Byakuya wasn't there and she actually moved?
Well, she wasn't moving. It's just like she couldn't. She was dropping her body temperature too fast. That's why she cracked. Do you not remember?
You know too much.
I'm sorry. I fucking like reading Bleach. I'm sorry. Freaking anime gets announced. I wanted to refresh my memory and I just fucking read it. What the fuck? How's your Blood Wars gonna be nice? Gonna be nice. God damn. Who's next on the list? Sternritter G, the glutton. Latato. Yeah, no, she's losing. Fuck that. Latato is not beating fucking Unohana, bro. Niche didn't read.
Really? That's like compare something else with that character at least. Not doesn't have to be Unohana.
What, you wanna put Unohana against somebody else? You wanna put her against Shinobu?
Shinobu?
Yeah, from freaking Demon Slayer. Remember that one image I sent you?
Oh, it'll be kind of nice to see. Two poisons.
No. She ain't beating him. Come on, let's be honest.
I mean, literally, a soul that literally never dies. So
I think the only Sternritter I can think of that she can't beat that isn't elite is probably what's his name, Gremmy. I think that's the only one like she would really struggle against. Yes,
yeah,
remember how people wanted Ichigo to be a captain, like to live in the Soul Society?
Yeah.
That was such a great time. Shit. What else we got? Kazu, I can't read Japanese. Is that Korean? I don't think that's Japanese. Aizen trying to teach. Aizen reads to Kazui how Ichihime fell in love. Don't die, Kurosaki. Oh my god. That is sus. Kurosaki.
I wonder they're gonna do the light novels for like the marriage and how Ichigo hooks up with Orihime.
Kurosaki. Hey, yeah, freaking
Aizen. That's how I ended up in bed, huh?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Getsuga
My boy went balls deep. Imagine like white Ichigo just watching in the background, like as Ichigo's mom goes to Hime.
She just reject.
Like, you know, sometimes what I always wondered, like, you know, like her shield, right? Like, what if she activated like in the middle of somebody, right? Would they get cut in half? Like if they're in between it. That would have been like a neat ability, but now I think Orihime is too kind to do something like that, so I don't know. It'd be neat. Like she has this OP ability, but she always cries about, oh, I can't hurt people. They just won't go away. I thought they were filler characters. The Matsos, yeah, we don't talk about the Bounce art. I'm still hyped for the trailer, cover number 1. Like, I was on Spotify and I just had like number 1 playing in the like randomly. I was fucking dying. I was like, what the fuck? I don't even have this on my playlist. How the fuck? What the fuck? I haven't heard
number 1 in a while now. Goddamn.
Oh yeah, it's still a banger. Ask Toad, he probably knows. See, I'm pretty sure Toad has a blow up Orihime doll somewhere.
Yo,
Okay, maybe I should chill. Maybe I should chill.
you just that's outrageous from you, my guy.
Ah, you have nothing.
It's like
Unexpected
you
plot
saying
twist.
you have
What
a
if
blow
Ichigo...
for Rukia, man.
Wait. Ichigo joining Squad 12? Why would she join Squad 12? Like, why would she want to join Mayuri? Oh,
Cool.
she thinks he's cool. Ichigo, does she look up to Mayuri? That's kind of weird. Oh shit, I just realized. Ichigo Tsundere confirmed. Yes, I think we've kind of... I mean, look at how she treats Kazui. She's a fucking tsundere. Because Ichigo is more of the fighting type, like Squad 11. I would assume she would join Squad 11. I don't think she would join Squad 12. Nah, my manga collection is... Wait, do you not have every chapter of Bleach? Or is that the box? Recently acquired a box full of Bleach titles, 1 to 33. Shoot. Imagine you got them for free. I had to pay that shit. Dude, I had to pay $700 for the Bleach manga. That's some bullshit. Volume 61 cover in Vietnam. Is that?
Oh, you bought the box, I'm guessing, huh?
Yeah, I bought the box.
Yeah.
That was your Blow or Uryu versus
like, most of them are like 200, huh?
I think each box is around like $200, yeah.
Yeah.
Who would win? Full power. That was your Blow or Uryu versus Askin. I think Askin would win. To be honest.
Wait, which one is the other one?
Uryu.
I'll ask him easily.
But like Uryu has like the antithesis, right? Like he can reverse everything that happens, but like, see, that's the thing about Uryu's ability, right? It doesn't work against people who are either immortal or like they can reverse it back at you, like freaking Jugram. Like, I don't know. It's a weird ability.
The balance.
Orihime Bankai, yeah, Orihime. You know what's funny? People think this shit is cute. I'm like, I don't know. Orihime sus.
What if the roles were switched?
What?
Orihime was the main character and Ichigo was like side character.
Oh yeah, I would not watch the series. Fuck that. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. Askin can be immune, so Uryu gets clapped. I like how everybody's just like an Askin fan, right? Like,
oh dear.
He always wins a fight. Like, we can't even have like the discussion, right? It's what the fuck? Demon Slayer fans, no, we have the best looking anime. Who the fuck said you do? Like, have you seen King's ranking recently? I think Attack on Titan animation is up there right now too, right?
Yeah, it's really up there.
I think Demon Slayer, I mean, it still looks nice, right? But I still think Fate
Yeah, I haven't
Zero.
seen the latest episode, so.
Yeah, I think Fate Zero is still better than Demon Slayer, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. So, did Ichigo...
I do agree. Wait, is it like the Gilgamesh fight and all that?
Yeah, all of them. Freaking every fight.
What's that? What's like the movie?
Which one?
Oh.
Heavens... What was it? I haven't watched it. The Heavens one. I know what you're talking about. What about it?
I don't know. I just remember something about the movie involving Gilgamesh, if I remember, but I haven't watched it either. But I know it's like it related to something like that.
I wanted to talk to Smile and ask him because I don't remember if Kubo actually answered this, but like, you know how like Yuha took Ichigo's powers, and then what's it called? Tsukishima, Ginjo, and all of them came up to somehow they just came to the Soul Palace. Freaking Yukio brought them there. No. So they literally came back. They healed Ichigo's Bankai, but like, did they give him back his Quincy powers and everything, or did Ichigo? Because somebody said that Ichigo got those powers back, but I'm like, how? Like, did Yuha dying give him back his powers, or like, how does that work? Wait, possible foreshadowing Ichigo's powers? I don't think that's do you think Kubo thought that far ahead? I'm pretty sure he did. He put a Quincy cross on Ichigo's bed, so yeah. Do y'all know the big three? Yes. How in the hell does Urahara know about Soifon's Bankai? Urahara knows everything. He knows what you be doing in bed. He knows about your fantasies. He knows about the lolly pics under Nietzsche's bed. Who said that?
He knows your credit card history. He knows your browser history.
He knows everything, bro. I wish Orihime. I wish Orihime just be more silly and stop with the. So, do you like Orihime? I don't know. Oh, right,
Nope.
when she was eating like the entire loaf of bread. I'm more of a Tatsuki fan, to be honest.
Her and her bread. We're literally gonna see the first episode of a 1,000-year blood war with her eating bread.
Really? Oh yeah.
Yeah, because she brings bread to Uryu, Rukia. No, Rukia pops out of like the wall. I remember that because she has to be
She's
there.
coming to visit, yeah.
Yeah. And was it Uryu, Chad, and Nichigo, of course, in the room, and then Orihime come into the room with like a bunch of loaf of bread.
You know, I'm not gonna lie. I don't care about Iba, but like when he was first introduced, right? I really like his like how he comes in, like his entrance, right in front of Sajin. That was a nice entrance. I mean, I don't care about you, but like, it's a good fucking entrance. Shit. Bleach fans in October 2022, after 10 years of wait, the moment shall change history is at hand. Ah, man. Oh, the Kurosaki family. I think I've sold Aizen's Bankai. Nope. You don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. Only Kubo knows what it is. Deal with it. Ah, yes, here it is. Freaking the whole thing about Rukia. What's it called? Spirit. Let's say we do not always love you. Freaking. We know that the question was, we know that 1,000-Year Blood War arc is going to be animated, but what about the light novels? I'd love to see animated version of We Do Not. Oh, I guess that's the only thing that they're like why did they only bring up We Do Not
anyway, but
why just We Do Not Always Love You? Like, why didn't you ask like Camp for Your Own World, Spirits Are Forever With You, like the good ones, like the ones that people want to know? Like, dude, Camp for Your Own World literally answers like some questions after the war, so why not Camp for Your Own World? Oh, I see. If there's enough material, I guess it could be done. Could you tell us who slashed Rukia behind during Storm Raider's first Quincy invasion? It will be revealed in the anime version. I mean, I don't like, now that I think about it, I don't think this reveals like them doing a lot more in the anime. But I mean, they might add a couple extra. My only question is like if they're gonna do something like actually animate Squad Zero versus the Elites. Because I hated the fact that they off-screened my boy Nimaya like that. That was kind of sad. Like, he's supposed to be up there with Ichibei, but like he got like one good moment and then freaking off-screen. Like, we come back, all of them are fucking down. Kirinji, Senjumaru, Thikafune, Nimaya, they all just down, freaking dead. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? We didn't even get to see the fight. Like, how are you gonna skip a good ass fucking fight like that? Oh, it was Barion's birthday 2 days ago.
Lilibaro, I was shocked when Lilibaro just shot through the spoon.
Well, I wasn't surprised because like Kirinji is the healer of the group, right? And he's shown he can bring people back from like near death, so I wasn't too concerned.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would just like off screen it. Kyokasu Ugetsu versus Book of the End. Kyokasu Ugetsu, what the fuck? Trying to compare Tsukishima to fucking Aizen? Hell no. What younger Yuha looks like? Yes, technically. They look a little different in my opinion. Bleach figure collection. Hold up.
Kind of funny when people thought Yuha is Sangetsu.
They were fodder either way. I hate it when people say that. I mean, sheesh. Just kidding. Don't kill me. Why you gotta say that, man? Why would Hitsugaya do this? Because Hitsugaya is a sussy baka. What kind of animal is Ichigo's hollow? Grimjow is a panther, Ulquiorra is a bat, Noitora is a mantis, Nella is a centaur. Nella is not a centaur. She's a, what's it called? A gazelle. What the fuck? Are people stupid? And I guess it's just one dude who posted this, but yeah, is Ichigo a lizard? I think he might be. Motherfucker freaking grows back limbs, or he can heal himself. Lizards can heal themselves, apparently. Kind of.
He's a snake. He's a snitch.
Did you care about that form of Ichigo? I didn't really care about it.
Which one?
The lizard form where he has like the tail and everything.
Oh, the one in the filler?
Yeah. Stark is a cowboy.
Yeah, in the Sanbaku arc. I forgot about that. Not really.
Stark is a cowboy. Yeehaw. He's not really a cowboy. Let's be honest. Just like his Bankai, just a sword. That's sus. His hollow is a Shinigami, and his Shinigami is hollow. I guess people are just saying stuff. A lot of hollow / Rancor visors don't have animalistic figure. Full hollow Ichigo neither. Imagine having a mask Ichigo. Sheesh. I thought we were supposed to get a remake of that, but I guess not. Iko Mikidomoy enters the chat. What is Iko Mikidomoy? Well, then again, he's not even like an Rancor. Then again, he is a hollow. Imagine if Aizen turned him into a Rancor, though. Shoot. But then again, he was sealed away. How do y'all feel about the bounce arc? I feel like maybe the concept was more interesting than the result. Who the fuck cares? Like, it was bad. Like, really bad. Oh yeah, Aizen's voice actor got freaking COVID too. Can't let make me forget about that form. They don't wanna. I can only see them doing like a epic raid for it. I don't see them like actually making it a playable character. Yo, hopefully Aizen's voice actor gets better. Bon art was no bounce.
Yeah. I talked to him. I talked to this with Smio. He got COVID.
Yeah. I hope he gets better.
But yeah, I'm making a group. So
with who?
Make sure to join. Oh, you'll see.
Oh, it's fucking Leno. What the fuck? The fuck is the fuck is Leno doing here? I guess Leno is dead.
Huh? No, I'm not dead. Why? What's up?
Why? I don't know. Niche just invited you here.
Yes.
Oh wait, what are we doing? Are we doing like epic raids or something? What's going on?
Oh, it's something that you actually might like.
No.
So basically, he's streaming and he's looking over Reddit and looking all the all the Reddit posts and outrageous.
Hold on.
I think some of the discussion
I will say I was not a fan
like
of how Uryu? No, yeah, Uryu was getting spotlight. I don't hate Uryu. I just think he's a bum. I'm not gonna lie. He doesn't get. I don't care about him. Poor Momo. There is no poor Momo. There is no poor Momo.
Who said that?
There is no poor Momo. Posted by what's this guy's name? Kimnick3? Nah, get the fuck out of here. If I had a nickel for every time Momo got stabbed in the chest and didn't die, I'd have 2 nickels. Hey, what's up, Briss? Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. Nah, bro, it's weird that it hasn't happened more. What the fuck? I want Kubo to come back with more Momo stabs.
So, I feel like we need to get to the meat and potatoes of this conversation, right?
Are we talking about Soyphone's birthday? What? What you want?
What? No, sure. Hey, I'm celebrating. But look,
I get you're fapping, but chill. Come on.
No. So let me talk to you about this. These 25 steps you need to do on.
Oh yeah, no. I am not doing those 25 steps.
What? Yeah, no. I'll
send you a picture of the school uniform, Momo. How about that?
I'll block you. What? No, Momo's trash. Look, hey, look. So.
Oh shit.
Check it out.
Which reveal was better?
I did 25 steps. I need you to join me. Come on.
I'm not joining you.
Are you telling me I'm a bigger Rukia fan than you?
No,
Is
it
that
just
what you
means you're a dumbass who didn't go on Rukia's individual.
Oh no, I'm going there too. We're gonna do 10 more steps there. But I'm saying like.
What the fuck?
Like, come on.
Can we agree that Leno has a fucking problem?
What? No, I don't.
Yes, you
The
do.
will.
Yeah, no shit.
It's
Which
not a
reveal do you
problem.
like? Which reveal do y'all like better, Neliel's reveal or Yoruichi's reveal?
Yoruichi?
Yoruichi.
Holy shit!
What kind of question is that?
Y'all like him nude, don't you? Momo gonna get stabbed to
Oh,
get a
yeah.
thousand bow or anime? Does she get stabbed
Elena
again?
wants to. I don't know.
I feel like
what
if
Elena
we got a
wants to do.
Beyond Bankai Momo, it would just be Momo with like a blade coming out of her chest and a hollow hole. Oh my god, yes.
I like how he's getting turned on by that. He's like, oh shit, she has another hole. Oh fuck. I can experiment with that.
And it's see through.
Oh my god.
I don't see the issue. I think it's fine.
Oh shit. Oh fuck yeah! I remember I posted that fan art.
Yo, I gotta say to the chat though. The only thing Yulik's latest video, his thumbnail looks like a BBS. I mean not a BBS, but a
BBC.
BBC News thumbnail.
Oh yeah, have you seen my thumbnail, Leno? Not the live stream one, but the one before.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Yo, it says.
It's so ugly. So ugly. Oh my god. Nah, but they are sus though. When that ring comes off, y'all know what happens, right? Since y'all love her so much. Yeah, you boy, I'm watching. I'm putting you boys on a list.
Oh my god.
You belong on a list.
Oh,
I love
shit.
how all the guys who are always like, "Oh, you like soy phone, you like little boys," and then you turn around and you tell me you're a Nelly L fan. Okay. Okay. if you say so. If you say so.
Oh shit.
That thumbnail looks like a EDP News
Like,
video.
I'm not gonna, bro. Her freaking adult form looks freaking fine as hell. But then when you actually think about it, right? She just turns into a kid at random. Like,
Yeah.
why?
So-
Why
so-
would you
so
like?
I made a joke with one of my boys the other day. He's like, "Yo, if I ever got the chance, I'd clap Nelly L." And then I'm like, "No." So I was like, "So let me paint a scenario for you." I was like, "So you
Wait,
understand
oh shit,
why
no, shit, chill. I know where you're going with this because I told
know,
you this shit
I know,
earlier too.
We're going there. So I was like, you know, the only reason she stays in her adult form is because of the ring, right? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, so let's say you're getting into it, right? He's like, yeah, you're real sweaty, you grinding, you know what I'm saying? You're trying to get there. He's like, yeah, all right, I'm following. And then the ring slips off. Ooh.
She did.
You know what's funny? I literally brought that shit up in the video too. What the fuck?
Yeah, because like you're already there, right? And you're close. So do you put the ring back on and finish, or do you just finish right there? or what happens when you're finishing, but while you're finishing, the ring comes off? Boom, you're there. What now? Answer, my little man. Go on, answer.
You'll be
You guys
quiet
have
now.
Let me get. You know what's funny?
Yeah.
You know what Tana said? She says since she's a girl, she's an exception to the rule. I'm like, so. I'm like,
Mama? Hey, yo. Hey, nah, put Buddy on the list. Ain't no way.
if you look at like the comments in the video, that like she's literally just putting it like full blast, like out there, like she's an exception. She's a girl. I'm like, if a dude did that, he'd be called a freaking church pastor and shit, like freaking pedo and shit. But no, when a girl does it, I guess it's okay.
No, what? You're sus. I'm putting you on the list. Yo, we gotta
Like-
watch out for her. Keep your little boys in the house, please and thank you. You're on a list.
I was kind of like shocked that she actually like comment that. I was like, bro, you're gonna put this out there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Hey, did you at least screenshot it?
Screenshot. I don't gotta screenshot it. It's saved, literally.
All right, bet. You know what? Let me go ahead and just do some research right quick.
He's very sus for asking that, but Neliel is my waifu. I'm very thirsty for all her different attires in BBS. Don't judge. I have rights to say this because I'm a girl.
Yeah, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just screenshot that. Pull up that YouTube right quick. Oh, and is that a Maple Story banner for your? Yeah, I'm screenshotting that too.
Oh fuck!
What kind of video? Are those Maple Story videos?
Oh fuck!
Oh my god!
I'm not gonna screenshot that. That's not going on mine. Nah. So, yeah. Your homegirl is EDP, female version.
Oh my god.
Gender bent EDP.
Oh fuck! I mean, it's her waifu, right? I guess I don't know. Ain't got time for a paragraph. She gets really like into the discussion, I guess. I knew she was a Nell simp. I knew she was gonna say something. I just didn't think it would be that. I'm used to like people attacking me because I attack their waifus, freaking Leno and Soifun, you know, or not Soifun. What's her name? Isane. There we go. Isane. Yep.
I don't want to hear it. You like
tall
Rukia.
girl and a big ass.
I don't want to hear it. You like Rukia. I don't want to hear it.
And your point?
I want you to know Renji's bicep is thicker than Rukia. Don't at me.
What the fuck?
Don't at me. Don't at me.
Bro, Renji kind of beefed up though. Like, did you not see?
Yeah, but see, the thing is, when you look up the definition of thick in the dictionary, I'll tell you who you don't see. Starts with an R, ends with an A. Oh, that's right. You guessed it, Rukia. Yeah.
Yoruichi is stronger than Neliel and Hannibal combined. Yoruichi is stronger than Kiryu and Senjumaru combined. That's not canon. Where the fuck are people getting that info?
That is not canon.
That is what? I mean, it's just no way. Posted by Club Outside. Why is it saying Club Outside? So Club is freaking Kubo's little freaking meet session with fans, but what did Kubo did not say that. What the fuck?
No, he didn't say that. That's made up.
I want to click on this, but I'm pretty sure somebody's calling this motherfucker out. I remember he made a similar post a few weeks back, overrating Yoruichi. Back at it. Oh, it's just a troll. I was like, ain't no way.
Yeah, no, I don't know who said that, but I think people forget that in her fight with Askin, she got folded. Like, got folded.
I mean, technically, Senjumaru and Kiryu also got folded.
Yeah, they got folded, but
yeah, it was 4v4. Like, it was a fair matchup. Let's be honest. Like, there was no cheating. But the elites kind of got the one up on. I'm so salty my boy Nimai got off screen like that. That was some bullshit.
Hey, look, this time we'll get to see it animated. So we'll get to see him get folded on camera. Let's go.
Yeah, but like I'm also hoping like they actually add some more since freaking Kubo revealed like they're adding on to the anime, adding more stuff than what the manga had. So
you know what the best part about this is? Like, why I'm actually so glad, and like multiple shows have been doing this. I am so utterly sick and tired of it's not in the manga, so it's not canon argument. I've said from the start, it is one of the most stupid arguments.
I mean, depending on what we're talking about, right? Like, say if in the manga, like a certain character isn't able to beat another one, but in the anime they change it where that character can beat that character. I think that's some bullshit. Like, say if like they did like Nimaya was able to beat like freaking Lilibaro still, but Askin off-screen him, people would start saying, oh yeah, he could have beaten Lilibaro if Askin hadn't, interfered, right? I think that's an unfair thing to say because it's not true. Like, you can't prove that unless Kubo says like, yeah, this is true. I'm not gonna buy it because it's Kubo's story.
But the thing is, Kubo has to approve. Like,
yeah, I don't know. Like in my head, like the way like Nimaya wasn't able to dodge Lilibaro, like freaking Senjumaru and Kiryu, like Senjumaru and Kirinji couldn't stop the bullet. Nimaya didn't even bother to dodge. He got a freaking hole blasted in him. I'm like, there's no way he could have fucking like he couldn't have done anything. if in the anime all of a sudden he's clapping Lilibaro and then was able to like lost because of outside interference, like by asking, right, death dealing, I'm not gonna consider that canon. I'm sorry, dude, I can't.
I think one of the odd things about the Zero Squad, like one of the things I've always found very odd, especially when it came to them getting off screen, was like Ichibei talking about how as long as he lives, all of them will live, and you just have to say his name and he'll come back.
I don't know if that's bullshit, but like I get his ability is like names, and he's like, is it ever stated like he's one of those beings that just was born alongside with the Soul King or some shit?
No, so it's not directly stated, but what we're told is he's
one of the oldest, right?
Oldest spirits in Soul Society period. So it's him, it's Namaya, Senjimaru, Korinji, and obviously
I remember like Ikamikudomo, right? Like when they were sealing him away, Nimaya was there. So yeah, Nimaya is definitely second oldest at the very least. I don't know if he was like as long. So
they don't directly tell us how old each of them are. We just know that all of them.
But like the thing we do know is like Ichibei and Nimaya were in Soul Palace before the Gote 13 was formed. Like before, and like they were around before Zanpakuto toes were a thing. So that's why I'm just like, how old are these motherfuckers? Like, because like remember the Soul King was a being, like he was just a regular, like he walked around, did his own thing until like the noble houses were formed, and then the noble houses were the ones that sealed him in that crystal and started controlling his powers. That's like, so at least they know that shit happened, but I don't know if they were born alongside like the Soul King, like they existed.
I don't think that particularly matters. Like that in particular, I don't think that matters. The one thing that I do find odd is like the age, just in general, of all of them, because we all know that they existed before the Soul Society existed. So Zaraki, Unohana, and a couple other people.
Zaraki's a tough one because he was a kid at the time.
No, but he's still definitely one of the oldest ones.
Yeah, he's one of the oldest Shinigamis. Yeah, I know that. But like, he was a kid, but I don't think we can put him at like the same like areas like freaking Yamamoto, Ichibei, Retsu. I can't really see that, to be honest.
I don't know, because it's weird, right? Because when we see Zaraki's a child, and he fights Unohana, who is a grown adult at this point. But we also see that Unohana hasn't really changed much even since that time. But Zaraki has matured. It's hard to say how much time has actually passed, but we do know that he is incredibly old. And it's weird too, because then you have people like Tetsuzaimon's mom, who, like, when we see a picture of her when she was younger and she was serving, I forget who she was serving under. I think it was under what's his face? Shensui. And then like we see her later on, and now she has like gray hair. So it's very hard to tell how much time is passing in the Soul Society, because Kubo's not clear on that because he's a bad writer.
I don't think it's because he's a bad writer. I think one thing
he's a horrible writer.
I feel like the age thing might be due to their personalities. Like Yamamoto is like his personality gives off like I'm older, right? Whereas you look at someone like freaking Nimaya, right? Like he looks like he tries to keep up with like, what's it called? With
trends.
The current trends and shit. Ichibei doesn't really give a shit about age, I would assume. Retsu, I don't know what her story is, but she doesn't feel like the old type. Like she's the mom type, and she definitely looks like a mom, right? So that's why I'm just like freaking. I'm just saying, freaking like Yamamoto gives off old man vibe, and he looks like an old man. Freaking Toshiro gives off a kid vibe. He looks like a fucking kid, even though. Like, it's, like, I think, isn't he older than Rukia and he's still shorter than Rukia? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my point.
It's weird.
I think it's their personalities. I think, especially with Toshiro's, like, Zanpakuto ability, like, it needs to mature, and then he grows up too, and then, you know, full powers, like, that. I think that's just weird. Also, this Momo meme of her learning Shadow Clone Jutsu is kind of, Aizen got nightmares. That's some funny shit. Why is Soifon kissing every woman in Bleach? Like, every time I scroll down, she's kissing a new girl.
Look,
I get it's her birthday.
I'm not going to speak for the other brothers of the House of Soifon, but I will say that like
Who has better blood abilities? Muzan. Oh yeah, Yuha definitely has the better blood ability. Muzan, his demons don't compare to the Stormriders, if I'm being honest.
His demons don't even compare to the Quincy's, much less the Stormriders. They get fodderized. Literally every last one of them gets fodderized by even the most basic of Quincy.
Like,
imagine getting fodderized by Kolgi. Tough.
Kilgate, he's not weak. Like,
he's not weak, but just imagine getting fodderized by him. Him of all people.
Oh,
Fake
shit.
Hitler. Like, come on.
Dang, Matsumoto eating Soifon's tongue. Like, damn. I 100% believe that Issei from High School DxD could beat Ichigo and most other Bleach characters. Opinions? Issei? You guys agree? Wait, who watches High School DxD?
I did.
Is that a jump?
Huh?
Is that an
I
actual
did.
joke?
I can't even hear Leno. What did you say?
I said, is that a joke? Is he being serious?
I think he's being serious.
Has to be trolling.
I want to read the comments. Give me a sec. Look like a Power Ranger. That motherfucker looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh summoning. Oh, fuck. I mean, I'm assuming that's his full dragon form. I haven't seen what he's...
Even with his full, like armor. Huh? You think he's beating... Do people actually understand how high Bleach characters scale? I feel like most people don't.
They don't.
Because even early Bleach characters scale really ridiculously high.
Like, got one in mind?
Huh? Just
got
the
one in
lieutenants.
mind?
Lieutenants.
Yo, chill. You can't be saying lieutenants are OP.
No, they are. So just so most people understand, the only difference between a lieutenant and a captain is their class. It's not a real indication of their actual powers.
I think Byakuya is still stronger than Renji, let's be honest. And Renji's still lieutenant.
Even if he's stronger, the issue is not necessarily that he's stronger. It's merely just his class. Because Renji has been a captain class character for a very long time.
Can we say Ikaku's are captain class?
Yes. If you have a Bankai, you are literally captain class.
So my argument to that is his Bankai was broken, and remember my Yuri statement of like once a Bankai is broken, it can never go back to being the same, unless you go to Squad 0. And my boy did not go to Squad 0, so I don't think he's captain class.
Well, no, he's still captain class. Having a Bankai alone, or even being able to go Bankai to begin with, makes you automatically captain. Also, the bar for a captain is not as high as people swear it is. It's just the characters that you do see currently in the manga, or like in the anime, are just so absurdly strong that they give you the idea that in order to be a captain, you need to be this. No, they are quite literally like an outlier. When you look at the Bleach characters, they scale absurdly high compared to their predecessors. Being a captain is not as crazy.
My thing is like I'm still remembering like what Yuha said about like the current generation of Shinigamis, or like the Gotei 13. They don't compare to the old day Gotei 13.
He was referring to their attitude. There's a difference in their attitude.
Like
the old Gotei 13 were criminals and murderers.
Yeah, that's the point.
Like
you got to realize, like, it doesn't matter how you say it. Like, even if you say power scaling wise, well, you can't say freaking Byakuya is weaker than... No, like, if they can kill Byakuya like right off the bat, like, unlike Ichigo, who gave Byakuya an opportunity to fight back after revealing his Bankai, if someone just straight up just kills you, it doesn't matter if you were stronger or not. You're still fucking dead. That's the point Yuha was trying to make. Like, it doesn't matter if you're stronger right now. You can't kill me because you're not the same person as you were back then. Because you were more of a savage. Like, have you watched Samurai Champloo?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like, Jin and Mugen? Like, you know how, like, Mugen isn't trained, but he survives based off instincts?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of like that situation. Like, going against a trained person who has skill, but also another person who's just a savage. Like, Kenpachi's a good one, like a good example for this in Bleach. he doesn't train too often, but when he does, he's a fucking beast. Like, his instincts alone are what make him strong. Hence why he was able to fight Unohana, like, back then when she was the first Kenpachi. He was able to go toe-to-toe with the freaking Unohana as a fucking kid. I think that's what Yuha was...
No, so let's just so the Kenpachi you see before he like kills Unohana is weaker than Kenpachi when he was a child, and it's not necessarily just because of his nature. The reason Zaraki is the way he is, the reason his nature is the way it is a direct result of how powerful he is. Without the power that he actually has, he would never be able to take advantage of that wild nature. A good example of what I mean by this is Ilford. You remember who Ilford is?
Ilford Grants, yep.
Yeah, so Ilford is, in character, literally like Kenpachi. The difference is, he is significantly weaker than Kenpachi. Now, granted, even though he has the same wild nature as him, that man still lost to Renji. Not because of his nature was weak, but because he was just weaker than him to begin with. So at the end of the day, if you're stronger than someone, you're stronger than them, period, point blank. It's like Yuha. Yuha is far more savage and far more evil than Ichigo is. Ichigo can still kill him when he uses his true Bankai.
So, like, the Ilford argument, right? I can easily debunk that, right? Like, Xylopoto split himself. Meaning that
Yes.
I feel like Ilford got the weaker side of
He
like
did.
their fusion. So you can't really bring Ilford in here when he is literally the weaker side. Like Xylopoto took
the argument
most of the strong
his
traits.
nature. No, I'm saying the argument of his nature being why some character is strong. Nah, I'm saying it doesn't matter how wild you are. If you're weaker than someone, you're weaker than someone. That's just the way it is. That's how Bleach is, just in general. Ichigo beat Renji because he was stronger than Renji. Even though Renji was far more trained than him, knew far more Kido than him, knew far more techniques.
Actually, I can
than he
easily
did.
debunk that one too, because it's just like how Byakuya lost to Ichigo. I think it's just like they were just underestimating the fuck out of Ichigo. Like,
because Ichigo was stronger.
yeah,
He just straight up was stronger. That's the point I'm
he was
making,
stronger,
was
but like
stronger.
I remember I was having like I posted this shit in Discord too, like CBR pointing out that Ichigo lost to Byakuya, he didn't win. The only reason he quote unquote won was because of White Ichigo, and I actually had to agree with that. Like, Byakuya was about to literally kill Ichigo up until White Ichigo interfered, because
his power diminished.
Yep.
Yes.
Ichigo's own body was getting destroyed because he wasn't trained. And in that situation, I mean, I kind of have to agree with White Ichigo. Ichigo's softness is what kind of cost him that fight. Because if he had just killed Byakuya right off the bat without even giving a shit about like a fair fight, he would have won and saved Rukia. But no, he has to be the main character and like, oh, I guess I have to follow like this specific set of rules. So my principles, I can't kill.
So to help understand this, right? You need to understand how Ichigo's powers actually works. And like Zangetsu goes into talking about this. Zangetsu has a whole monologue about this, where Ichigo's strength comes from his confidence. It comes from his confidence in his abilities. It comes from his trust in Zangetsu's ability to help him protect the people he wants to protect.
Yeah, but that
Ichigo
kind of went
lost-
away like later on though. Like Kubo just
no,
doesn't
he
even
said,
like.
he said that from the start. Like from the
Like-
first time he met Zangetsu, Zangetsu told him. Zangetsu says, "Believe in me, and I will give you the power to win."
Yeah. But,
So a good example of this is anytime Ichigo, and you can go back and watch every single fight that Ichigo is in. This happens in every single fight. When Ichigo is confident, he dominates his opponent. The moment he starts doubting himself, his power doesn't just get weaker, it drops off the face of the planet. He becomes considerably weaker to his opponent, to the point his opponents start beating the dog water out of him, until the point where either White has to take over, or through some plot armor nonsense, Ichigo gains his confidence back. A good example of this, right, is when Ichigo's hollow mask is breaking down, he loses his power. But in the fight with Grimmjow, even though he is missing more than half of his mask, Grimmjow, who is still good for fighting, charges at him, and when Orihime beckons onto Ichigo that they need to leave, and Ichigo says, "Alright, I'm going to take you home." And he has confidence in those words that he's going to take her home. He stops Grimmjow's attack with his bare hand when he could barely do it with Zangetsu. So Ichigo is kind of different, where like his power is completely dependent on his attitude in that fight. Ichigo, while he's fighting Byakuya, is seeing that Byakuya is still powerful and he shouldn't underestimate him. And Byakuya wasn't even using the complete maximum of his power when he first sees Ichigo because he underestimates him. As Byakuya is continuously using more of his power and showing Ichigo he can go toe-to-toe with him, Ichigo is wasting Reiatsu, he's losing confidence and losing power as a result of that lack of confidence, to the point where White takes over because he feels Ichigo is going to die. Which he was going to die, but yeah, that's just Ichigo. But most characters, if you're weaker, you're weaker. You're getting killed. I'm sorry, I kind of monologued there.
Yeah, you kind of went off, man. Damn.
Yeah,
Plus, I'm starting to realize like Nietzsche isn't even getting an opportunity to talk. My boy, it's just been me and Leno talking. Nietzsche's just kind of like in the background. Bro, my title is literally, yeah, my little stream is literally like, my title is chilling on Bleach and anime Reddit with Nichigo X, but like you're not even talking, my guy.
Yeah, Nichigo, why aren't you representing?
Yeah,
brother?
like what the fuck? Why are you not like freaking trying to get everybody to be a Holly simp? Like,
yeah,
for your girl, bro. Hey, what's up with Noah?
Yeah, where's your Gyaru, huh? Yeah, where is she?
Where's your girl? Damn, I haven't even been on Bleach Reddit in a minute. Holy crap. I want this Ook plushie. I don't know why. I just want it. Just notice, where are his eyebrows? Bro, are people just not realizing that Kenny doesn't have eyebrows? He just doesn't. Why does he need eyebrows? Shoot. I want that Ook plushie. I just completed the manga. Damn it, I must say this one picture gave me goosebumps. I think that scene was powerful where Kenpachi literally, like when he said the line of, "Look how far we've come. Now I know my Sanpakuto's name," and I'm like, oh shit, bro. I don't know. Zaraki kind of came a long way as a character, in my opinion. From the moment like when he lost to Ichigo and he was crying, like when Yachiru carried him off, trying to ask for Zanpakuto's name, to like Thousand Year Blood War, where he like after losing something important to him, like Unohana, and then gaining something on top of that. I fucking love Kenpachi's character. Some people don't like him because he's too savage. Zoro's better than him because Zoro is. I'm like, bro, don't bring Zoro into this discussion. Like, they're both bad at.
Darling in the Franxx fans, they like Ichigo from Darling in the Franxx. Don't listen to them. Their favorite wife is Zoro too. Like, they have no opinion. Come on.
Like, I love Zoro. Like when freaking the nothing happened moments. Like, bro, when he stood up for Luffy, right? Like he tanked that freaking attack from Kuma. I was like, fuck, I love this character. But Zaraki got some moments too. The only problem is they're not animated. Like, if you watch like Zaraki like development from beginning to end, you kind of feel for him, right?
This characterization is great, yeah.
Yeah, like if you just like I mean, Bleach is fucking long, like 366 episodes, a lot of shitty filler. Like, we don't talk about no fillers. Like, if you just watch Zaraki moments, and then if we go to like the end of the manga, man, like he literally like at the end of it is searching for his best friend, but he can't find it. Like, he can no longer.
To be honest, I feel like, especially when it comes to Bleach, this is why I don't like the way how Kubo writes. Other people say they love it. It is what it is. Bleach is still my favorite anime and manga of all time, but I genuinely hate the way how Kubo writes to the utmost, because he has
I think towards the end he kind of was like health issues, so he couldn't finish it the way he wanted. Yeah. So I mean, because I was talking to Niche about this earlier. I don't know if you noticed, like in the beginning of Thousand Year Blood War, up until like the Ichibei versus Yuha fight, the art was fucking amazing. Then you kind of see like a decline as like we go into the later parts, like towards the end. I'm like, yeah, he put less detail into like character designs, like the shadings and stuff. Like I don't think he was focused on story. I think he was just like trying to rush to get stuff done. Like anything that he was trying to get in there, like fans wanted to see. Because I don't think at this point, like he knew he was gonna get like a continuation or anything. So he was just like trying to get whatever he could get done. Because health issues, right?
The ending is not really what bothers me. Because I understand why that happened. What bothers me is the entirety of how he has written Bleach. Just in general, how he writes as a mangaka and a storyteller. So Kubo has a very bad habit that I see people praise him for, but it's actually really not a good thing because it's overused. It's his foreshadowing is good, and leaving things up for interpretation is good when done in season. In other words, when you do it here and there, it's fine. But when almost 80% of your story is comprised of leaving the interpretation up for the reader, what the hell was the point of telling a story to begin with? You get them invested to tell them literally nothing. That's stupid. I've hated that since the very start. And one of the reasons I don't blame people for having heavy criticisms of Bleach is because Kubo does this for literally every single character in the entire series across the board every time. Every single time.
So
when
I don't know,
do
like the way you
something-
said that, I'm also thinking like how people are complaining about like Kubo can only do rescue arcs like as a story
because
writer, right?
He's only ever done rescue arcs.
Yeah.
He's only ever done rescue
I
arcs.
think the only one I think currently we don't know where he's gonna take the Hell arc, but I never looked at it like that. It's just more of like
it's another rescue arc.
Yeah, it's like it's Ichigo's like his thing is to save protect his friends, right? Like that's why he got those powers, right? So when Aizen kidnaps or Shinigami's kidnapped, like yeah, obviously he's gonna go save them, but he's also with the goal of trying to stop Aizen from going through with his plans or trying to stop Yuha from freaking destroying. Like I don't even think Uryu really needed saving, but for some reason people also put him on that Orihime and Rukia tier of needing to be saved. I'm like, I don't think you can't put him on the same level as Rukia and Orihime back then, the rescue arcs.
It was just they're so used to him doing that they assume that. See, that's my point though. That goes into my point. He repeats themes so often that the only thing the reader can do is assume the same thing is going to happen again. That's why I say it's flawed to begin with, because your readers are doing that just by nature. They're not even realizing they're subconsciously doing that because of how often he does that. Which is why I said, as a writer, he's not a good writer.
So
he's still my favorite.
Smart, we're just talking about Kubo's faults in writing, I guess right now. We've just been having a bunch of different discussions. I mean, this was supposed to be just a chill stream, looking through Reddit.
I do wish the Rukia getting attacked by a Storm Raider is gonna get animated and all that. I do wish some of the other stuff could get animated, they weren't in the manga how Nell saved Haribao from the chains and all that.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Freaking Holly gets saved from the sex dungeon. How many dudes do you think fucked Holly in that dungeon?
All
I think
of them.
every.
Oh my god.
All of them. First of all, let me tell you something. This is anime we're talking about here. She's brown skinned, has blonde hair, and she's in anime. It's over with, my boy. I think you got to give it up. She definitely got touched by every single man.
Shit.
It's up. But and she has a hole in her chest. Yeah, it's over with. You know how weird.
Oh yeah,
Japanese
they can
people
get another
is.
man in there. Fuck it. They can have a 4-way, 5-way, whatever the fuck they want to do.
Let me tell you about the fact that she has a hole going through the middle of her body, and there are just Arankars everywhere. Japan is weird, and they have a lot of fetishes. They found a fetish for that. Best believe.
So, I remember we were talking about this earlier. Ichigo not killing Byaku, when he first activated Bankai, when he had his blade next to Byaku's throat. Would you have killed Byaku in that situation if you were in Ichigo's situation?
He just wanted to flex, man. What the fuck are you talking about?
What the hell?
I'm asking you what you would have done in that situation. Also, hello, Smil.
And hello.
Hello.
Yep. We just browsing Reddit talking about, I guess, basically Bleach at this point. Our likes, dislikes with the community things, the stupid shit we see on the internet, freaking predictions of what they may or may not animate during whatever they haven't covered, whatever Kubo didn't cover in the manga. How much do you think they're actually gonna cover in the anime? I'm actually
I think they're gonna try to drag it, which I'm up for. But
I remember I was having a discussion with somebody about that. How many episodes do you think we'll get?
I'm just hoping it's fucking seasonal, man. I hope it's seasonal.
Yeah,
Why does Smile?
So,
okay.
So I see them doing about 200 episodes. I see every
I'm cooking
season
right now, so I'll join in PC later.
Wait, you'll join what?
I'm cooking right now, so I'm using your phone.
Okay.
I see every year or every 2 years we'll get about 50 episodes. and I see them dragging it for about 5 to 6 years. Someone in there until it's.
You think they'll
completely
actually
finished.
drag it like that?
They could pull a Kenichi continuation and do all of that in 13 episodes. I
Oh
hope
my
that does not happen.
So if they're smart and they want to make as much money as possible and they want to get as much out of the franchise as a whole, because remember, at the end of the day, Bleach is coming back. It is still a franchise. It is still a business.
Well, from the looks of it, they're trying to animate the novels as well. So,
Well, we only have one novel conversation. I mean, confirmation.
If they're smart, they'll do a 10-year plan. In other words, they'll try to market it and get as much out of it over a period of 10 years, opposed to just like doing everything. If they do everything at once,
there's a part of me that's okay with that. There's another part of me that's like, I ain't trying to turn this. I'm not trying to turn Kubo into Oda, man. Come on, calm down.
No. So
here's the thing. Oda's on a different level, right? Kubo's more like, he's cool at designing character.
So when I say 10-year plan, so just to give you like a little bit of perspective, right? A good 10-year plan would be something like Attack on Titan. Think about when Attack on Titan really started getting popping, around like 2012. No. Seriously. Think about it for a second. It started getting popping in 2012. It is 2022. Right now, it is one of the biggest animes ever. Most of the seasons were really mid, but the finale itself has been pretty good. These last 4 episodes were pretty good. RIP to the people who watched the last episode. RIP to y'all for the last episode. I feel bad for y'all, but I don't feel bad for y'all. I'm laughing at you at the same time. I read the manga, GG. That's tough. But like,
Should I look at Attack on Titan Reddit?
I mean, if you don't mind.
Is there some funny stuff on there or no?
So I do have to say, they are at the hype part of the anime, but I really want to see how people are going to react to the ending.
Huh? Oh no, they're gonna complain. Oh, let me tell you about how Reddit is going to be on fire, my boy. Oh my god, yes. All the anime watchers that love talking about, I'm just gonna wait for the anime.
Wait,
Yeah.
Leno, did you see the thing I posted in Discord about people wanting to replace Bleach in the Big 3 with Attack on Titan? Or like just dumbass people on Twitter?
Look, just do yourself a favor. Stop breathing. Close your eyes. Don't wake back up and just like the cop. What are you talking about? Never. Currently, this generation's Big 3 is My Hero, Black Clover, and Boruto. You just need to accept it and get over it. It is what it is.
Like, wait, where's One Piece?
Black Clover kind of fell out. Let's be honest.
No. I mean the new, but no, it
I
didn't.
think Demon Slayer took over Black Clover.
It did not. So you need to
I would
understand.
probably replace Demon Slayer with Black Clover, though. With popularity.
One thing you guys gotta understand is like some anime are popular in seasons. So in one season, they will be really, really popular. A good example of what I mean, I think some people forget, at one point, Code Geass and Death Note were the biggest things, period.
Yeah, and they literally become anime legends, right? They're still remembered to this day.
Yeah, so Demon Slayer will be remembered. The thing about the Big 3, what makes an anime the Big 3 isn't really that it's popular in just the anime community. A Big 3 kind of anime transcends the community itself and becomes a household name.
So what I think
people who don't know about the anime.
Demon
So
Slayer
how
not in England. It's literally the number one, like, movie in Japan.
So the way I look at the Big 3, right? Like back then, like when people discussed the Big 3, it was the animes that took over after Dragon Ball died, right? Like what people went
It's like
to.
a generational thing, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
it's whatever
Yeah,
takes
it's a
over the
generational thing.
previous generation, right? So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that the Big 3 is like not replaceable. I'm just like, I'm saying like, it's not in a way of like, they can't take what has already happened. Like you can't take away like what Bleach, Naruto, and One Piece were back then after Dragon Ball ended. Yes, a new Big 3 can happen, but like that's the next generation Big 3, right?
Yeah,
Like,
so
what
I remember
comes after?
when the Big 3 was dwindling, right? The Naruto, One Piece, and Bleach thing. The next big contenders were Promised Neverland, Dr. Stone, and Black Clover.
I just didn't like
those
how
three
people.
were exclusively
I just
talked
didn't like
about.
how people are like, oh, the current Big 3 is One Piece, Naruto, and I think what you were saying, like let's just go with Black Clover at this point because I think that's like one of the
So,
big series
I
that
think Black Clover is not getting the love from Shonen Jump though.
So the thing about a big three too, right, is when Demon Slayer ends, and people don't want to admit it, but this is how human beings are. After 2 or 3 years, you will forget about Demon Slayer. You will still go back to it, and you will still say it is very good, but it will disappear. The big thing about the big threes is all of them are long-standing series that kept on running and maintain an average of popularity to the point.
They cut off Black Clover, so that's I'm confused about that part.
No, Black Clover is literally still going, and the
No,
anime
it's
is coming.
going, but they literally
And it's
cut off
getting
the
a
anime.
movie too, I think, right?
The anime is literally coming back, quite literally, and the manga is still going, and they're getting a movie, and they're
Wait,
getting a game.
When
and
did the
they're getting
anime confirmation happen?
like sometime last month. We're getting it back. Also, what you call it? We're getting a gacha game, a really hype gacha game by a very, very popular company,
Leno.
Netmarble.
Leno.
Huh?
I'm gonna use a niche meme right here of if I go and look at that game and I say it's good, it's gonna turn out to be ass.
Don't you open your mouth, shut your mouth, and don't say anything. Don't you say a single word. If you say a
So
single
that
word,
Marvel is, I'm sorry to disappoint you, is very known for shady practices. Just letting you know
it
though.
doesn't matter. They make an absurd amount of money and they make really popular.
Yeah.
really good games.
The reason why they
So,
do that is because they do a
Here's
lot
the
of
thing:
stuff.
just because it's popular does not mean it's a good game. All right.
No, I said
Yeah.
really good.
I would
That's
say
like-
the same thing to Grand Cross Man. That game to me is kind of shit.
Okay, I don't play Grand Cross that much. But
Grand
I was
Cross
gonna
is
bring up
fine.
like Fortnite or like Genshin Impact. Like
Oh yeah, those are just popular.
they're
No,
not
but Grand Cross
good.
is actually a good game. What? Grand Cross is actually good. Anyone who tells me Grand Cross is not a good game, I'm just gonna assume that you're just bad and that you can't do everything.
No, I
Dude,
just don't like turn-based like gacha that happens everywhere. It's just literally
Oh.
just like copy clone or everything, right?
Well, I mean RPGs.
No, I mean
are
I'm not saying
really-
like I played it. It's just that it's not my game,
I guess
right?
where
It's just the
Smile
same
is
thing
trying to
over
say
and
is
over.
like an
No, that's
RPG on
fine.
the phone is not his type of game.
No, that's
No, it's
completely
not just
fine.
that. It literally feels like copy clone of like card tactic game, right? Turn-based
Yeah.
card tactic.
So the thing about it is RPGs from their first ever game were always turn-based. Like being turn-based is quite literally,
Dude,
for the most part, what you
I
see in
think we
RPG.
can all agree on this at the very least. Like the solo leveling game is like a breath of fresh air. Like I don't really
I haven't
mind
played
that.
it.
No, I mean it's coming out soon, or whenever it's coming out. Like I'm more excited for that than like that Black Clover game because I think I saw that Black Clover trailer. I was having like the Slime mobile game deja vu when I saw it. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh
it's
fuck.
like a big ass disappointment, right? When you look
I
at
was
it.
like, yeah, I was like,
Slime specifically. The only reason why Slime was it? Well, there's a couple of reasons. One, the rates were horrendous. I'm sorry, but if in 2022 you're still opening your games with 3% rates, one, you're a moron, and two, you're looking to fail if you don't have a proper pity system. Those types of rates only work with a good pity system, which is why Grand Cross has survived for so long. If I spend
Personally, I think
about
rates are
$180,
second
I'm
thing.
guaranteed a unit.
I don't think that really has to do anything with the gameplay. I think that's what I'm trying to get here.
well, Smile. There's also the
Yeah,
collection
gameplay-
aspect,
so
right?
the thing is, so the thing
Yeah,
is,
it's just gotcha, literally gambling,
gameplay-
right?
so as a gacha, right? As a gacha, and this is true across the board for every single gacha game. The most popular and most played aspect of every gacha game, regardless of the gameplay, is always the summoning. That is the most important part of every single gacha game.
Yeah,
every
just
gacha
suckering
game
everybody
that has
in.
died,
Same thing.
every gacha game that has died.
That's what it is.
So the thing is, every gacha game that has died has never actually died because of the gameplay. Funny enough, never actually died because.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
literally about summoning and people wanting characters.
Yeah, and like
Mhm.
having an
So
addiction.
if in 2000, it's not necessarily an addiction. Not
Wanna
really.
bet? What?
Literally, these games run on whales. Without the whales, they will not run.
Dude, look at Maple
Hey,
Story. How the fuck did that game survive?
So the
Well,
thing
that
is-
game kind of crumbled.
So the
Oh,
thing is,
now.
like, the only time like a gacha game is a negative thing and it becomes an addiction is when it negatively affects your life. If it does not negatively affect your life, it's not
So
actually.
yeah, Eleno, yeah, we're not talking about you, but we're talking about those who are affected, right? And how
yeah.
easy of a job it is to get them to be like that.
Most of
So
those-
I think that's just like not a fair thing to bring in rates conversations about a good game, you know?
Yeah.
Long
Yeah,
term.
So, Leno,
it is a good argument.
there-
because
there-
it's quite
there-
literally
there-
equal to an
there's
aspect.
there's a difference between like a good collection game and an actual good game. Like if 7Ds
Oh,
was
it was a
purely
good game, though.
collection, then it would be good just for that reason. Like that's what it's about.
But
That's what I
Slime as a game was a good game. The gameplay was fine. As a
wait. Are you
turn-based
talking about
game,
Slime?
it was very interesting. Yeah, like
So
as a
Slime was
game,
fine,
it-
yes. So like I hated the dupe system. I did not like the rates. I didn't really care for the farming or like the what's it called? Building your town and shit. Like
What, the dupe system was lit.
what? Dude, do you know how much it took to max out a 3-star?
You know, here's the thing. You're a whale.
Yeah, you're a fucking
No,
whale.
no, I'm not even saying that.
No,
as
you are
from
literally the target demographic
Dude.
of the Gothic games.
Every other gacha game that I've played, there is no reason to stress about a 3-star,
didn't-
2-star, 1-star. No reason.
I didn't like whale in Slime at all. The only games I've ever whaled on, like
Dude,
actually
the
whaled
fact
on,
that it takes
were Legend of
more,
GBS and Green House.
like, what's it called? How many was it? It's like, you need like over 200 dupes of a 3-star to max them out. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah,
I was-
sometimes
I
you know.
Here's the thing. So, what most people aren't looking at is like likelihood and percentages. So when you're looking at the number, you see the number and you're like, oh my god, that's a really big number.
No, no,
Right?
oh,
Use those
oh my
crystals.
god. He's speaking like a whale. Leno, think about it like this. You're completely free to. No, think about it like this. Just give me a second. Just let me explain the situation. You're completely free to play. You finish the story. You get every gem in the game that you potentially could, right? You summon all of it. You're trying to max out 1 3-star. You're like, okay, I fucking summoned everything that I possibly can. You should be able to max them out, right? Look at BBS. Like, if I go that deep, I will max out every 3-star with no fucking issue. But in Slime, no. You will probably get like 1/4 of the way there of maxing them out if you grinded everything like that.
That's quite true. I did go real deep with free to play, and yeah, you can't do that. You really
You can't max out a 3-star. If you can't max out a 3-star free to play, I think you really fucked up with your dupe system. That's my opinion.
No. So here's the thing, right? So this is what I was trying to say earlier. It's not as big of a deal as people think it is because they're not looking at the bigger picture. You're looking short term. You're not really looking long term.
Okay.
The big thing about 3 stars and 4 stars in that game was you can use them in literally all of the content in the game and you will be fine. And in fact, some of the 3 stars and some of the 4 stars were really, really good. Now, you're looking at the 5 stars and you're like, oh, that's ridiculous too because like the rates are bad and then it takes really long to get to pity. But you're looking at it from the perspective of going for characters in general that you want and expecting to get them without realizing that the game was, when it came up with the dupe system, was thinking long term. They want you to use these 3 stars over a long period of time. They want you to max out these characters so you keep coming back and having a reason to play the
We
game.
call that jailing player.
Yes.
Literally
Leno,
called
everything
jailing
you
player.
said is just whale mentality.
It's not because I was free to play. I'm saying
So
You-
I'm going to say this to you.
just give me a sec. So it's the same thing in Dragalia. I play a game called Dragalia Lost. If you know
Yeah,
anything, you
I
know
played
that
about
in
it.
order to max out a 3-star and a 4-star, it takes a lot of investment. But you also learn that 3 stars and 4 stars can complete all of the content in the game, and that you don't actually need any of the 5 stars
Okay.
at all. You don't, but it's nice to have them. But they want you to keep playing their game because if you maxed out the characters right away, what the hell would be the point of coming back to the game? That would be
So,
pointless.
Leno, you're
Especially
talking to a
if you
dude
kind of
who
know
played
about the
Brave
characters.
Frontier for the longest fucking time. Even
Okay.
that game, even like they didn't have like a dupe system, but the rates were kind of whatever. But I love that game. Like I fucking love the crap out of it. They didn't make maxing out a character stressful. They didn't make like you could do literally anything with a 3-star. You can evolve a 3-star all the way to a 6-star. It didn't matter. They didn't limit you. When you limit what I can do in a game with character dupes and all that, that's where the game becomes less fun because my aim is to max out as much as possible as soon as possible. Like if I were to make a new BBS account right now, right? Just say fuck it. I'm not gonna sit there and like think about the short term. Like fuck no, I'm gonna max out that fucking rookie as soon as fucking possible. Like, and I'm gonna go deep. Like no, she's gonna carry me throughout the whole fucking game. I want to max out a unit as fast as possible, like at least one.
That's a personal thing. That's not an objective thing.
That
See,
is
that's
an
what I
objective
mean.
thing for me.
So the thing is, you guys are saying this as an objective thing. What I'm saying
Like,
is,
if like
you're
look at
looking at
Nietzsche
it from a
and Smile
personal
right now in
viewpoint.
Pokemon. These two are going fucking way too crazy with shiny hunting because the rates are fucking high. People like good rates, like that. That makes like
So-
the fact
that's
that
why-
they're that addicted just because the shiny rate is that high right now, and there's potentially more coming in the game in the future because more Pokemon potentially added into the game. They're gonna fucking keep doing the same thing, and they're gonna be more hooked on the game, you know, even later on. But like when you look at
about,
So, hey guys, we should probably focus on like a specific game because we're kind of jumping here and there.
Yeah,
fine.
I want to lock in on slime, and I'm glad you used that example because that quite literally makes my point. That is an extremely short-term goal. Their
But, like-
goal as a gacha game is long-term. You never, under any circumstance.
So, Leno,
want
I
your
get what
gacha
you're
game
trying to
short-term.
say, right? Like, you want
Yeah.
the player to play, you want them to do something, right? But the problem with the 3-star, like, example, like Alice Rondo, right? You can't. It's literally the game company locking you out, time gating a lot of the materials, and saying,
Yeah.
oh, you can get it way later if you play our game for the longest time. That's not fun.
Yeah, no,
That's-
I know. I
So
understand
I
what you're
remember
saying.
like a lot of us have watched Spite, right? Even he kind of hates that mentality of like, you know, for him like the what's it called?
I'm just saying, time gating is a serious sin. and
Yeah,
people should
like
just stop it.
the most
I
for
want
him
you to
like
understand there's
money
a
didn't-
very Western look on it.
Well, like-
The way you guys are looking at it, it's very Western.
dude,
On the
my
other
time is
side of
very
the world,
valuable.
that's
Like
you.
Dude, I'm from the East, just so you know.
yeah, he's
Yeah,
from
no,
the
but I'm
east.
saying
The motherfucker speaks Japanese in front of us.
So here's the thing. On the other side, right? Games that take a long time to invest in are extremely.
Here's the thing. I love JRPGs. I love long-time investment. I need to
Yeah.
have fun with these characters. I can't be like, oh, you have to wait until this time so you can get to the next stage of this character. Then no, I don't play it.
But that's the point. That's subjective. That's not objective. My whole point is that your view is subjective. You're saying it as it's objective. That's what I'm saying.
So
It's like,
that,
it's not
that
an
holds no
objective
meaning,
thing.
in this conversation.
It,
I hope you know that.
it's a subjective thing. Like that's your personal view, which is fine. I don't think there's necessarily.
Yeah, but here's the thing. You're saying objective, but that's the company's objective.
By the way, I just deafened them real quick. I actually like this art. It looks kind of fucking funny. Not gonna lie.
They're playing this game.
That's still subjective. You
Yeah,
finding
and-
that
in
not
that
fun
case,
is what makes it
Company's
subjective.
goal of being an objective, right? Wanting the player to stay could also be company subjective, right?
Like, look at BBS. Like,
Could
if they
be.
wanted their players to stay, game would be better.
I'm trying to say that has no meaning in whatsoever.
The players
Company's
are
goal
fans.
can be different from the player, but at the end of the day, players needs to have fun. If your fun is just waiting around until you get the next stuff, then I feel very much of a pity for you. Not gonna lie.
Not really. If they're having fun doing that, there's no reason to feel pity because.
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
doing
that's what I'm saying.
exactly
If you're
what
having fun with it, but that's more like when you're 5 or 7, like years old.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean? No, that's not true at all, and that's insulting for literally any person who prefers that type of playstyle. There are people who genuinely just outright prefer that because it gives
Like,
them a
sit
reason.
around
I actually want to hear from like Scar. Like, I want to hear from like the big players here, like IBK, Scar, Briss. Like, if they're still here, like, how do you guys feel about like what kind of gacha game you like? Like for me personally,
They
right?
might
I
like-
play for collection, right? I'm not trying to say like I want them to give me everything, but I'm also trying to say I'm not trying to fucking waste my time on a game that I may potentially drop because it turns shitty in the future, right? Give me as much to do as possible in like the first couple weeks, and give me good vibes. Like
So to me, the grind is completely fine as long as there's like a really good reward, or some kind of reward at the end. But that's what I was talking about, the time gating thing. If you just have to wait for the next wave, it's just
it's
then
not
what
fun.
comes of
like,
it?
Right?
Yeah.
What's it called? Like even small, like when I still play BBS back then when it first came out, like with the 5 soul tickets and everything. Smile dropped it apparently because he
Yeah, I
couldn't be
just dropped
bothered.
it because like this is
He lost
stupid,
interest, right?
man.
But like for me, right, it didn't bug me Cause I kind of just had like a lot of free time. I was just chilling in freaking junior high. I was just freaking chilling.
Yeah, like it's a game that you play as a side, right?
Yeah,
Not like
literally.
you
Like just
really
like with
go
Brave
in.
Frontier, like they had auto. I was just kind of chilling, just playing the game on my free time. It didn't bug me, but if you look at somebody who constantly has something to do, or they want to play other games or something, because like for me, like I couldn't buy what I wanted back then, so my phone and like mobile games were like the only thing I could play. I had a lot of time to play them, but if there's other games you want to fucking play, then you know it kind of becomes a hindrance. Like I'm not trying to sit there on one game all day, grinding up something that doesn't really lead to anything, which BBS kind of was. It's kind of boring back then.
I'm
because-
really hoping
is.
All-Star
Yes,
continues that.
Yes, still does that. So,
But like when the improvement happened though, look at Smile. Like Smile came back when BBS freaking got their shit together. Like, okay, maybe 5 soul tickets.
And 5 Jushiro.
Yeah, freaking maybe 5 soul tickets isn't
Okay, my
enough.
naughty log is a different thing. Let's not bring that in.
see, that also plays into the long-term, short-term thing. So
Well-
them having 5 soul tickets back then worked for how the game
Well,
was.
here's
at
the
time.
thing. Dokkan Battle even had that issue. Like, well, a lot of like these games, like they start off kind of slow.
That's the
well,
point
back
because they don't have
then,
any content.
But like even now, like they're kind of getting rid of like that mentality and like just giving like. Actually, no, I take that back.
The reason why that is, right? Why the game starts out slow in Japan, right? It's because they never change their mentality ever. And I think that's just like a problem, man. Like you should be a little bit more progressive with it to capture the players. Honestly, if I wasn't a fan of Bleach, right, I wouldn't be playing like a BBS. I wouldn't be playing like, I don't know, Grand Cross. I wouldn't even have tried it.
So there are a couple of factors. There are a couple of factors here that are very important when it comes to stuff like that often gets ignored. So the idea that like they just need to change, again, that is a very Western mentality.
They need to change right now. I'm talking about how that slow start is in every single game now. You know?
Yes, that's important. That's important. You gotta let me finish. You haven't let me finish at all. So the big thing is when they start these games cost a ridiculous amount of money. Throwing a bunch of content in the game cost a ridiculous amount of money. When they're building these games, they're given a very limited amount.
Leno that will suck, man. I think
Yeah,
he needs to
like here's the thing.
So, like, I just.
Do you know what Lost Ark is?
Just let me finish, please.
Okay. Let Leno finish this. Like,
Okay.
I mean, I know where he's going to go.
So like expecting there to be like a lot of content that you can complete very quickly in that short amount of time. Factually speaking, and this is already done, they've already done studies on this across the board for people. When you finish everything early, you are less likely to go back no matter how much you like something. It is human nature. That's just the way it is. So them making it so that you can farm all this stuff so quickly is objectively a bad thing because statistically speaking, you would be less likely to go back. That's just a fact. I'm sorry. Them gating it makes sense at the beginning. Now that's the beginning. That's why I said it didn't matter so much when I started the game, and I didn't see it as an issue because I understood they're thinking long term. They need to slow you down now because they have a plan later. There were a couple other issues why they ended up failing in the end, i.e. being them dropping all the hype characters immediately and making it extremely difficult for people to pull the characters, which also defeated the purpose of them also time gating things, which made it far more difficult when you were considering all the things that they were dropping, which a lot of those gripes, I completely understand. They make a lot of sense. But the idea of the 3-star dupes, all of that, time gating games, especially at the beginning of their life, is extremely important because that's the only way you're going to keep your players coming back if they're actually interested in the game to begin with. The main reason why a lot of people quit was because they were hyped for the game, but just being hyped and being generally interested are two completely different things. They're similar in some aspects, but they're still different by their nature. It being a long-term, you come back, you max this out now, and then you come back and you max this out later, was good if they were going to continue to handle it that way. The big issue is they didn't, because they didn't really know what they wanted to do. I think overall as a game, Slime failed because of the indecisiveness of the direction they wanted to go, but I do think aspects like that I enjoyed. because I love the fact that every day, every now and then, I come and I check on this game. If I want to progress, I can progress, but I don't have to progress because even though my character is not maxed, I can complete the content in the game. That was good, which meant they were going to come out with content down the line that was going to be harder, that you could use your stronger characters because you beefed them up more to complete, which was fine.
I'm just like remembering
So, I mean, that's
back then, like how many people remember like Soul Madness? Like that was the boy back then, but I remember he did a video of like beating, like I think at the time it was like something similar to like Boss Rush, and he used Grimjow in like 4-star Grimjow, and even though it took a long fucking time, he did beat it, and I was like there were people who were just enjoying Bleach for what it was, you know, just the character. Like back then, you know, 4 stars were a fucking great thing. I still had more fun with that than currently with Slime, with what it presented, because I didn't like the
one thing that we have to talk about, right? I think we're mixing some stuff up. Time gating versus a lengthy grind. I'm saying again, I don't mind a lengthy grind as long as the reward is there. Time gating literally halts you from getting what you want, even if you try, right? That's why I'm saying it's a bad thing.
I mean, wouldn't people drop that raid or that mission because it takes too long?
Like because time, like for example, like the 3-4 stars, the crystal that you need for the Duke crystal, right?
Yep.
You need to wait like a month, I think, to get like a little bit. Like let's say you don't play the game like all that much. How long is that gonna take?
I mean, like the only one I can really remember is like that Millim that they give you for free, but you gotta like.
That takes a fucking long time too, right?
Well,
because
I mean, I'm okay with that one. That makes sense, but like that's like a free fucking 5. I mean, look at BBS with like freaking arena characters.
But what I'm trying to tell you is like, it's good if it's like grinding and rewards, right? That's fine to me. But like, yeah, you don't have to rush it. That's like the part of the game developing. That's the balance that you have to go through. But when you time gate something, right? That's just laziness. That's trope. That's literally something that you just pulls people from getting.
So
like, not what you want.
I think one thing you're forgetting is the game was barely even a month.
Hey, what's up, Buto?
Like,
no, I'm not talking about Slime. I'm talking about like time gating in general, because I think I see it everywhere.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm going back to what you said about like it took a month to get it. I was like,
no,
yeah,
like so you get like what is it, like couple like 10 crystals or something per month.
So you can build up to get the actual like 5-star crystal. But what I'm saying is that was quite literally like the first month. So all of those things were subject to change. But the thing is, they didn't even get the time to change, because again, the game had only been out for about a month. Like that's one of the big things why like I get annoyed with the criticism for Slime, because Slime got end game criticism for a game that was barely over with its first month. Quite literally, barely even over with its first month before all of its players left, who were surprised that they burned themselves out when they were trying to do everything immediately when they were a week into the game.
So I usually look at that as like content creators like who do that type of stuff. For me, like especially with Pokemon, Dying Light, or like just some other games, right? I usually just take my time. I'm not trying to rush to beat it. I'm trying to look at my enjoyment. Like if I enjoy being there, I don't really mind. But
like, that's like our generation, though.
Yeah,
this generation does not talk that language.
Yeah,
they want quick. They want it done quickly.
But so that's why I get annoyed with the criticisms for that game, is because it gets end game criticisms for a game that was.
You gotta look at it from like a perspective of me.
Not fun at all.
Look at it from like. Look at it from a perspective of me and Smile. Like I enjoy games when they're fully developed. Like not giving me a half-ass. Like look at I hated Demon Slayer. What's it called? What's Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles? I hated that game because they held back content for DLC, like free DLC, right? I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean? You're not releasing the full fucking game. You're just giving us. You're giving us a half-ass game.
I think it's a different discussion.
Yeah, but like, it's just current, like what you said. Like, people will take anything nowadays, as opposed to nothing. Whereas someone like me,
when it released, the game wasn't even like. The thing about the Slime game was it wasn't even half-assed. It was like for the content. If I'm comparing it to like all the different number of gacha games I've played, right? it had a very decent amount of content, especially considering it was like the first few weeks. They came out with a lot of content. They had story for you, which there wasn't a lot of story, but there was a good amount of it.
Content-wise, it did like a really good job with it. The problem is it's a gacha game.
So one thing that I saw too, and this is not just you guys, this was across the board because you guys have a criticism that is a little common, was that, oh, you know, I wasn't able to max everything out, bro. Most people
Who said everything? One character.
Hold on. The character, just in general, because the character, you want to max out multiple characters. You don't only want to max out one character.
No. At that specific point in time, my only goal was to max out Alice Rondo because everybody was hyping her up. And when I came to realize that I hadn't been wasting her crystals and I still hadn't had enough to max her out, even though I cleared all of the content within the game and grinded every free-to-play, what was it, the crystals that they gave you?
That really does not make sense. It's not a hard-to-get character, right?
It's
supposedly.
not. So just to give you an example of this, Frenzy characters, and this was back then when you wanted to max out a Frenzy character, if you were farming it properly, it would still take you, and this is you just continuously farming and not like waiting for your tickets to recharge. It took you about like a day or so. If you're waiting for your tickets to recharge, it took you a few days, and that was only at 5-star. That's not even considering the 6-star, which was twice the amount of work. And
I don't remember struggling to max out Frenzy characters, if I'm being honest.
Probably can't. You probably started maxing them out when they did the upgrades, because when it first came out, it took a really long time.
Do you not, dude?
You have to realize you didn't play this game since the beginning.
I have a 2,000-day-old account. Like,
so then you understand like the waiting, what was it, 6 hours for the
but I'm telling you, I had more fun with that than what Slime produced. Do you not?
So I think the difference is like basically players' enjoyment.
Yes.
They lacked it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's a preferential thing.
It's not like, preference. I love Slime. Like, Smile got me into it. I wanted to like the game. I wanted something new. I'm not trying to say it's a.
I was saying you didn't enjoy that aspect.
I enjoyed the gameplay.
I'm gonna switch to PC. I'll be back.
So I did have my nitpicks, right? But that's usually like every game. But the more I played the game, the more I realized something. I'm just like, I wasn't having fun because the goals, right? They were way too out there. Like, it's not something like you made the game for players to have fun. No, you made a game for players.
It's just a game for grind. That's what it was.
It's literally just wasting your hours. Like, which
I mean, I had a lot of fun with it, which again is a personal thing.
Yeah.
Like, I was completely fine with
I don't
it
think you know what a good game is, in my opinion.
What? Not really. I guarantee you, I've more than likely played more games than everyone in here.
Muhammad.
I'm just not gonna
you really think I wail on games now? You should have seen when I was like buying video games.
So here's the thing. I think you're the only dude who wastes so much money on mobile games here. I buy a physical copy of games, and my Steam account is fucking beautiful. Like, I buy a lot of games. Like, I have so many games that I have not opened simply because I would rather buy them on Steam. I'll have a hard copy. I'll spend double for that game just so I can play it on Steam on 2K resolution rather than playing it on 1080p on my PlayStation, because I don't fucking want to.
My name is Small Collector.
I just buy it, beat it, and then like I try to get every achievement and like try to master the game and I move on. Like I've been doing that since PlayStation, where I have way too many PlayStation games.
I don't think I ever added a friend who had more trophies than me in PlayStation, so you got to keep that in mind. Like,
oh, that's fair. That's fine. Like,
so people knew me as the guy who would play a new game every week and fucking complete that shit. So,
hey, let's go.
The thing is, I know what a good game is. It's not hard for me to say a game is bad simply because the developer chose to go somewhat of a either consume a lot of hours or spend a lot of money route for players.
You never finished Diamond Pearl.
Yeah, Diamond Pearl.
But that's a bad game. That's actually a bad game.
Like, how is it possible that I have good memories of Black and White?
It's glitchy as fuck. Glitchy as fuck.
Glitchy? I didn't experience any glitches. What are you talking about?
Well,
so if the glitch is fun, right? Like Skyrim, I would love it. But no.
Are you talking about the glitches that people go out of their way to do? Like, if the copying the rare candies and the master ball, that's not because the game's glitchy. It's like you're taking advantage of the
like unable to progress the story glitch, not those like clone glitch. No.
Never experienced those ever.
Imagine if I
No,
can
it's
clone
only
characters in
happened.
BBS and then use them as dupes. I would have five everything.
Since I've been playing Shining Pearl, I have not experienced so
So
much.
it's actually quite a common problem, and they had to patch it. Does it make
Well,
sense?
I just say if you're having fun in the game, that's all that matters.
So, no, that's
yeah. If you're having fun in the games, that's all that matters. At the end of the day.
So,
But, like,
I heard a lot of criticisms over that game, but literally they were exactly the same as the originals, except they were 3D. I don't get what the gripe is.
Here's the thing. I'm not trying to like ruin a game for you guys. I'm just giving you my opinion. So like
No,
a
that's fine.
lot of people try to ruin BBS, right?
I mean, you
'Cause
did ruin 2 of them for yourself. So
Yu-Gi-Oh is something else, and Slime, freaking
I
that
mean,
Alice.
Yu-Gi-Oh is something that you could always go back to and just play
Yeah.
times.
Like it's
You know?
literally like I mean the rewards for being at the top, right? The top ranks was kind of ass. Like that's what you guys told me, right?
Yeah,
So-
you didn't get anything. You didn't
So
get anything.
they still have to improve on some things, right? But they at least made it better than Duel Links, which I think is a fucking major plus. So
Yeah,
I would
think
say-
the game is really nice. Not
Yeah,
gonna
I-
lie. I think
so-
it's really nice.
Niche, my thing with that is Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is way better than Slime. Like personally, I'm just gonna be fucking honest. Like
oh, of
It's-
course.
it's more like you can literally just like use dupe cards, sell them, and buy or make the card you want. Like I think that was like a good thing they added in the game. It still takes a lot of time to get the card you want. Like say if you want multiple copies of a UR, like you need to like what's it called, disassemble URs in order to get them. So I was like, it's still there, right? Like if you want a card, you just have to save for it. Like if you get trash URs and you don't want them, you can dismantle them and you can just make the card that you want. I was like, fuck, why didn't Duel Links do something like this? Like it was a major improvement. Slime,
Yeah, like, that was a very surprising thing.
yeah. When Smile told me about that, I couldn't fucking believe it. Like it made me want to play the game more. I'm just ass at Yu-Gi-Oh. Like I'm gonna be fucking honest. I'm
Yeah, that's
ass
very
at
true.
So-
I vouch for this.
but-
Get better, still,
I'm not
ratio.
going to lie. I'm going to be honest. Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel is a good game. It is a good game for players that actually
could've
know
beat me,
fucking
you're-
Yu-Gi-Oh! So that is just my opinion on that. But when it comes to Slime, right? They're making a game for the fans, you know, for their favorite series, and you know, it's a collection game, bro. What the fuck? I'm just trying to collect characters. Yet you literally brought it up. They brought like some of the most hyped characters with the shittiest rates, which I thought was just fucking stupid. Like
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
it was-
Leno, I think that's like the conundrum of like gacha games in general, because most people play this game to obtain the characters that they like, right?
Mhm.
And for a lot of free-to-play players, right, it was kind of really difficult to do that. in my
Oh, it was
opinion.
extremely difficult. It was damn near impossible.
so like how is it possible like 70s Grand Cross, which I thought was like shitty rates back then, but now I'm just like holy shit. I'm grateful for 70s Grand Cross for what they have, because when I got back into the game, I was pulling units that I wanted, and you literally brought it up. It's like they have a good pity system, and I'm like, why are certain game developers not getting with the times and just accepting that they need to do more for the players
I already
rather than
explained to you how Japan
Yeah.
works.
Because
They don't change-
the
they don't change
standard
things.
the standard is to be greedy. So
Yes.
those games are exceptions, but across the board, the standard is to make as much money as possible while
Yep.
losing as low as
Yeah,
possible.
that's a gacha game. That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah,
not
so-
a good
so, like-
game. They're a collection game.
So with gacha games in general, like with Slime, if you were a paying player, it's not bad. Really,
again keywords paying player, right? If you
So-
have to
so-
keep spending money to play a game, I think you kind of
Yeah, no,
like,
that's
it's kind of
what I
like
was gonna
Maple Story, like players
like-
that spend 2K a month on a game just for cosmetics and shit. I'm like, that sounds like a waste of
That's
time in my.
addiction, man.
Yeah, that's an
That's
addiction.
say.
It's kinda like-
So with
I view
Slime-
that as people who just can't like stop throwing money at something they know isn't gonna really get them anything. Whether it's gambling
Oh, so
or
you mean BBS? Let's go.
I don't spend that much money on BBS. What the fuck? I think.
No. I'm saying players in general. BBS.
Oh,
let's
players.
go. Yeah.
That's only spite. Like, see, here's the thing. Like, I don't think I see a lot of whales aside from you. Like, say opposed to like 7Ds. There's way more whales in 7Ds than fucking BBS. Let's be honest about that.
Oh, yeah,
Simply
but-
because 7Ds has a fucking good pity system. If BBS had a good pity system, they would have way more whales. Like,
They
let's
don't-
be
they don't
There's
honest.
not like a time where
They
tubers
don't
just
even
like
have
gave up
a
on
pity
spending money
system.
on BBS.
Bro, unironically, Slime's summoning system is better than BBS. And I know a lot of people are gonna be sitting there like, huh? What? What are you talking about, bro? Slime
So
literally guarantees.
let's clarify something. It's better race to pull a 5-star, not the character you want.
Yeah, no.
No, I think what
absolutely.
Leno's
The thing
trying to say is like you're guaranteed something if you spend a lot of crystals on it.
Yes.
So the thing about
BBS,
the
you can
thing
go
about
30
BBS
steps
is-
and not pull the main character that you want, like, which I think is kind of ridiculous.
BBS, I to this day, and I will always say this, I genuinely hate. I have always hated and will always hate, as long as it remains this way, the summoning system in BBS. I've never not hated it, and granted, I still love it because it's Bleach. Bleach is my favorite anime of all time. Ichigo is my favorite main character ever. You can't tell me anyone's better. Kill yourself. Your opinion is bad. You're wrong. Anyways,
Ichigo.
right.
That is
So my
Aizen, bitch. The
my
fuck?
thing, right? Is, yeah, shut your mouth. Anyways, so the thing is, on this Rukia banner, I went 25 steps. Bruno, I went 75 steps. The fact that I can even open my mouth and be like, oh, hold on, ma, give me a second. Oh yeah, my bad.
He got cut off when he was like really
Yeah, I
into
got
his
that.
goddamn discussion.
Yeah, so with yeah, good night, ma. Love you. And
Imagine she's just hearing us in the background, like, what the fuck are they talking
no,
about?
she's not. She's not. She's just going to bed and she's not.
Okay.
Look, my mom's Jamaican. You already know how that goes. Anyways, so Pete,
I don't know
the
what
fact
any
that
of
I
that
can
meant, but
do-
yes.
if you're Jamaican, you know what I mean. Yeah, I could have did anything and I would have been in trouble. The fact that I can even go 75 steps and not get 5 Brunos blows my mind. My Bruno is only 5 of 5.
75
because they gave me a
steps.
signature.
So let's
Look
compare
at
that to
Smile.
7Ds. 7Ds, it's 30 steps to get 1 guaranteed, right? Like the
Mhm.
guaranteed you want. So
Mhm.
how many Brunos did you pull?
4.
4 in 75 steps. Yes, that's about what you would have gotten in 7Ds with the guaranteed.
No, I sixed my Margaret in 2 rotations.
Well, that's you. I couldn't 6-6 most of my characters in 2 rotations. So, again,
Imagine.
difference in fucking luck, right?
That's tough. The fact that like I even and people they say, oh yeah, well you still got 4 copies after 75 steps, and 75 is the 4th copy.
So, you wanna know what's sad?
Hmm.
Smiles right there, literally laughing at you, getting Bruno in the first multi.
I'm just reading
Well,
through
I got my
what you're talking
first
about.
Bruno on step 7. So
Smile
like, it
over here,
wasn't
like
crazy.
I got Kisuke 5 of 5 by step 10. You son of a bitch.
I don't know
Yeah,
why
that's
I'm
funny.
dragging this.
I mean, there's plenty of characters I've done that to. It's just I always
Yeah,
hate when you get
so-
shafted on the character you care about.
There are guys like Smile that make me realize it's my impatience that gets me kind of cucked when I summon for these characters, right? When I actually like take my time, like when I 5 out of 5 Rukia Smile, like it wasn't on video, it wasn't recorded or anything. I 5 out of 5 on my own time, right?
You told me secretly.
Yeah, like I was just doing singles like here and there, and I'm like, oh shit, like I got her 5 of 5. It's like when I just calmed down a bit, like literally took a breath and just did it slowly. Yeah, the game is fun and you can get the character, you know, whatever character you want 5/5. It's when my impatience kicks in and my freaking, you know, addiction of
So
wanting to
one
get
thing
that
I learned
character.
about BBS, right? If you don't get anything until like the 5th step, it's to stop and summon tomorrow, man. Don't summon today.
Yeah.
Like it will not get you anything until like way later.
So
The fact that you even have to do that is what bothers me to begin with.
what?
Because like when a character drops, right? The fact I have to wait to get
Yeah,
the
yeah,
figure
yeah.
I want.
So-
Coming from the dude who's telling me to be patient for like maxing out slime characters, like what the fuck?
Yeah, it is quite hypocritical, but I do agree with Leno though, right?
No,
You want to
no.
summon when the banner drops. You
Yes,
want to
yes.
get it when the banner drops.
I
That's
just
the
hated
edge.
it. I
The
hated
players
the
get.
hypocrisy right there, bro.
Yeah.
The moment he said that, I blew up right there,
That's
bro.
okay. That's fine. Everybody's
Those two things- those two-
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah,
God.
Those two things aren't even the same though. That's maxing out a character versus pulling them to begin with.
Shit,
Those aren't the same.
My bad. I should be.
5-star versus 3-star. That's even worse than the 3-stars one. Just letting you know, Leno. Just letting you know.
So the thing is, right? Like the fact that like it takes
Nah, we're not
all
doing
that to pull one character, right? You know what the crazy thing about Grand Cross is? Any character I see, if I want it, I can get it right then and there. Why? Because guess what? I drop like 180, boom. All right, I have my gems. I go on the banner. When I'm done with that 180, I have my character. I do the same thing with BBS. Maybe I'll have a featured. Huh?
Yeah,
Huh?
that's the thing. That's
So,
what I'm
I
talking
think
about the whale mentality
It's
thing.
just K-Lab, like whoever's in charge has not gotten rid of that mentality. I think Smiles already said this. Like it's just Japan.
Until it's not gonna change. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not gonna change. Simple as that.
Um,
Have you seen Captain Tsubasa, man? Why the fuck is that game getting loved? I don't understand. I just
Yeah.
don't.
Katsu
Tsubasa is not
Tsubasa,
getting
Love
any
Live. Yeah,
Love Live's not getting any love either.
It kind of is.
Doesn't
Oh
Captain
no,
Tsubasa
no,
have a combo game?
so I talked to some of the people who play those games, bro. They have been getting treated like dog water. All of K-Lab's games are like that. They're not good to their customers across the board. They're horrible.
No, like, so what I'm trying to tell you is, like, an IP that is low as, like, you know... I mean, Tsubasa's understandable because they have, like, a long-time fan, and usually the older guys have the money. That's why it runs like that. But, like...
The only reason Captain Tsubasa is the thing is because of Matt. When he started working at Captain, like I said, Captain K-Lab, he pushed for that to be a thing. If it wasn't for him, Captain Tsubasa would be getting zero love.
Oh shit! Lost Ark comes out tomorrow.
No, it doesn't. What the fuck are you talking about?
Look on my stream. It literally says February 11th. Dive into the free-to-play action game MMORPG on February 11th, 2022.
I don't believe you. You're lying.
Wait,
I'm gonna
I thought it was
see-
March. What the fuck?
It
Didn't
might
we say
be.
March?
It might be
Beta?
early edition.
Beta?
Might be beta.
Beta? Alpha? Beta?
If it is, I'm streaming this tomorrow. I'm gonna fucking make sure.
Wait, what game?
Lost Ark.
It already came out. Wait.
No.
Oh no,
not
that's
yet.
the different game.
Fifth Annie Art. Fifth Annie. Oh shit.
I really hope it's the same as the fucking Korean server, though. I really hope they didn't taint with it.
Oh, these are some pretty good fan arts. Fifth Annie Byaku and Fifth Annie Ichigo.
Where the fuck is my Steam?
Hey, Bleach Chill Souls community. My god, it has been one whole Hogyoku. The freaking rewards in BBS are just amazing. I'm sorry.
Yeah, when they added the Hogyoku thing, it was just, yes, this is great. This is fucking amazing, man.
Decisions. You only have 100 orbs and you want to summon on either that Ichigo banner or the new freaking Lunar New Year banner. Guys, I fortunately have Ruki at 505. I don't need another Ichigo. I am good. I would just summon for Rukia.
The reason I said Lost Ark was already out because people already got release early dates and all that. So
Yeah,
Well,
they already did that. They
yeah.
already did that. Yeah, I know. I'm aware.
I'm just here getting timer. Oh. Yeah, I'm not struggling on Guild Quest anymore because I don't care to struggle on Guild Quest anymore. I saw that they did. I don't know. I wasn't really looking.
Imagine
At BBS
struggling in
news.
Guild Quest. Could not be me. That's tough.
Coming from a whale, I can't really take you seriously.
Most of my teams are free to play. I love when people say that to me. Believe it or not, I use maybe one actual whale character in all of BBS. The rest of them are just free to play. You just got to get lucky.
What Eisen?
Huh? No, I don't use Eisen. Dear God, no. No, I'm Bruno. Everybody else is free to play. I don't. As much as people swear that like I whale, I don't whale as much as you might think. I really don't.
75 steps sounds like a lot of Olay, man.
No, it is. But here's the thing, though. Like,
Oh my god!
hold on,
Oleno, I
hold on,
love how you're like a fucking living contradiction. I love it. Keep
No,
it.
no.
You.
So hold on. Here's where people get confused. I don't do it often. It's just that when there's a character I want,
So
I go for the character. So yeah, I might go in hard. Yeah, on like one character every like 6 months. No, I don't do it as often as you think. I only want Rukia because I really do like Rukia, and I didn't pull a
Again,
single
Leno,
copy.
you're a living contradiction. I love it. Keep at it. You be okay?
What do you mean? How is that a contradiction? Bruno came
It's a
out.
living contradiction. I love it. Just keep at it.
Yeah,
Leno,
no,
for me,
Bruno came
like-
out how long ago? Like, almost 6 months.
This is no, I think like 4 or 5. Yeah, 4 months actually.
Yeah, like 4
maybe.
months. Yeah, and that's when I did
Gotcha.
all that spending. Was on Bruno. I
Yeah.
haven't really been like that since.
But then you said you went 25 steps for Rukia, right?
Yeah, this time
I
around.
think
That's 4 months later.
so. Here's the thing.
So
Everybody
how
in-
many of those 25 step were
So-
free orbs?
We're free to play. About 3K orbs were free to play, and then the
So
rest
that's
were
like
just-
more than wait, is that more than half? Yeah, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I bet you all the
So the
people
rest-
subscribed to me, Smile, Nietzsche, combined, have not spent as much as you did on BBS last year.
No, you haven't, because no one spends 1,400 on a Bruno. It's stupid. Also, I wanna add. What happened with Bruno? That was my plan from literally the start, because I've been saying since last year that I was gonna do that. Before Bruno, I hadn't did anything at all. Maybe like a character pack here and there, maybe.
Dude,
But
I
for
don't
the
even buy
most part-
character packs anymore. Shit.
No, that's kind of stupid. Most of the characters are
'Cause I
trash.
have
and
all the
you do is you
characters.
use them for words. No, that's fair. Yeah, like for me personally, I had always planned on doing that for Bruno. So when he came out, no one that knew me was surprised that I did it for Bruno because I said I was gonna do it for so long. And
Yulik, that
no-
Albedo figure is the same figure as the Nini and Noel's company.
Huh.
Actually, no, that's not true because I did something similar for Christmas Nini, because I pulled so many of her early, and then that last copy was what kind of screwed me over.
So, again, I don't know. Maybe I should ask Scar and IBK because I think they spend more than me now.
Wait,
How do you feel
that
about-
Albedo figure is 1/4? Holy fuck!
Same
That
as
is
Nini Noel.
huge!
Yeah. Listen,
But
I
like
get
with the wingspan and everything, man.
okay. Ignore
Like-
Smile simping for a figure for a second.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
Listen, stop looking at those cheeks and calm down.
Okay,
Well,
let me just
you-
turn that shit around. Where's them cheek at?
So-
Oh, look at that, very nice.
For me, like, I would wail for Nini because I only need one more dupe, but
Mhm.
I don't really care anymore because it's just like
So,
I
Yulik,
know
is
I'm
this
not
too
gonna
dry?
get. I'm not gonna get her. I know I'm not gonna get that one copy.
You're like,
'cause-
how dry is her skin? How dry is her skin right now?
What? What do you mean? No.
How
Calm
dry
down,
is her
buddy.
skin right now?
Calm down, buddy. Chill. Chill.
Do you need some? Do you need some Olay?
Calm down there, buddy. He's
Imagine
always-
not doing Raid Shadow Legends. What? You're crazy.
Oh, I tried. That shit is confusing. I didn't want to do it.
Right? It's the easiest thing ever. They literally they tell you to buy some crystals for like maybe $30, maybe $40, and then they give you 4.4K orbs. It's the easiest
Nah,
thing
man, I
ever.
can't do it. Can't do it. Can't give them money. If I give them money, then they're gonna want more money. Can't do it.
What, for $40? What? You only
Yeah,
get the
can't-
Raid Shadow Legends once.
Nah, $40. Hell, that's too expensive, man.
$40 for 4.4K orbs is expensive. You sound poor. What are you talking about?
God damn. Yeah, you're right. I'm broke as fuck, man.
Like what? Bro, you cannot sit there and actively tell me you don't have $40 laying around.
No
somewhere.
wonder you can get me that shit now for you.
So let me get this straight. So you can't afford 40 for 4.4K orbs, which statistically speaking, on average, even with Olay, is about like what, $200, $300. But you're
Can't do
telling
it.
me
Can't do
you're
it.
gonna spend 60 on a bunch of games that you don't even finish? Huh? Huh?
That's true.
That don't make no sense. What are you on about?
It
Bro,
makes
these are
perfect
the
sense.
arguments I hear. And then people say, well, you're just a whale. $60 makes you a whale?
So here's the thing with that. He will at least get the physical copy, and he'll be able to have access to it anytime he wants. When BBS
So-
is done, all that money goes away.
Yep.
No, there is no difference there, because if you didn't play the game to begin with, you still
No. I
wasted
mean,
the
so
money.
one day, right? You're planning to keep it, to play it, or
Mhm.
keep it as a collection. BBS, yes, you're collecting it, but if you spend money and when the game shuts down, that goes down the drain.
Unless they do
physical
like
copy
something
is
like
not.
Brave
What you're
Frontier and they
saying-
just
what
keep
you're
the servers
saying-
up for some reason.
So what you're saying
Oh yeah,
is
that'll be a
either,
different story, right?
what you're saying is either I spend the 40 and I either get what I want or I don't.
No, it's a game
Or I
that
spend
you.
60.
So you're spending on a game that you will want, right? You're not gonna spend it on some random game. I don't know. What bad game is there? Demon Slayer? I don't know. You're not.
No, but here's what I'm saying. Alright, so I spend the 60. I don't play it ever. It collects dust. I die. And it
No,
turns
I'm
into
pretty sure you look at the type of guy who would play what he buys. I mean, eventually, right?
Is he? Is he?
But with BBS, eventually it's gonna die.
You like
Yulik-
don't care about BBS like that. He got better
Yulik-
things to worry about. Dude, I
Yulik,
got.
a question for you.
Dude, I would
And I
rather
know you
spend
know the
another $2,000 on figures again. Just
No.
not-
Listen. I got a question for you, and I know you know the answer because only you can know the answer.
Sure.
When was the last time you played that game you bought a couple of years ago that you never beat? It's just been sitting there.
Devil May Cry.
You
And I
see
play
it
that
every
shit
now
a
and then.
hell of a lot, dude. What the fuck?
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the one you bought, you played a good amount of, you never beat, and every now and then you see it in your inventory, and you still don't play it. How long has
It's
it been?
Among Us.
I don't think there's
It's
a
like a
game that I
reminder of
have
the
that I.
gameplay. So you're not gonna
so-
go back and play. You're gonna
but-
remember what you played though.
Let me look at what
Not
I
necessarily.
have played, but I finish every game that I start. Like I was about to say Borderlands 3, but I don't want to count the DLC because I remember I didn't get the DLC because it was Dookie. But every game I generally start, I want to finish. The only one I can really think of is Dark Souls, but
Yeah,
That's
same.
for
Usually
other
when you buy a
reasons.
game, you buy it to actually play the game.
Wait, hold on. Forget everything. Did you just say you didn't beat Dark Souls?
Okay, let's not get there. Yulik is a weak child.
shut the fuck up.
No. This I need to hear.
So
How
if
come
it
you
wasn't
didn't
for
do
me, Yulik would not be playing Dark Souls 3 at all. So just letting you know.
So why?
I
is
was
it
gonna
that
say
you cannot beat
Darksiders
Dark
2,
Souls?
but I already beat
So
Darksiders
it
2.
took him like more than how many
Beat
hours?
Demon
Did it take?
Slayer.
12 hours to beat like Abyssal Watcher or something.
I
forget.
fuck you.
You're trash. What? You're trash.
I don't know how the fuck he took that. He literally almost killed him so many times, but he didn't kill for like that many hours.
You're dog water. There's no.
I can't stand Leno no more.
You're dog
Oh,
water.
but I do have to give him credit though, because I did say playing this game will make you a better gamer. Just that he got
I've
the
been
one
too.
boss and
So
it traumatized him.
you can't tell me you're a superior gamer and you have not beaten a Dark Souls game. You're dog water. There's no way. Yo, you're not a real gamer. That's tough. Yulik, have
Why
you ever
does
played
Leno
Dark
sound
Souls
like
games?
5 when he laughs? I'm not too sure. I should ask him that. Leno, why do you sound like 5 when you laugh?
Because I beat Dark Souls and you didn't. That's tough.
I don't put too much time into Dark Souls.
Nah, bro, come on. Dark Souls.
Like if I
honestly is not
actually
even-
say
I-
if I committed to Dark Souls as much as I did Devil May Cry, probably could have beaten it at this point. Just more of I get traumatized.
those
I don't want to go
are
back.
so different, huh?
I'm gonna go look at his stream hours.
Shut the
Bro,
fuck
no,
up.
I need to know. So here's the thing, right? So like Dark Souls, from the amount of time I played, and I'm not even saying this as someone who's like, I don't even really think I'm that good at Dark Souls, to
So
be
we
honest.
do all agree Dark Souls is a good game, right?
Well, yeah,
Design-wise, it is
good.
really nice.
Yeah, it's an
The
amazing
whole
game.
design, like how gameplay works. Just let me right now. It's like,
Dude,
Like,
if Abyss
so
Watcher
here's
was
the
in
thing, right?
like
Dark-
if he exists in
Dark
real
Souls
life,
is-
I'm getting the AK-47 and the freaking bazooka.
So the thing is, right, like, Dark Souls as a game isn't really particularly hard when you accept a couple of facts. One, you're gonna die, no matter how good you are. I watch some of the best players go on live stream, and they play the game, and them boys get folded. folded. I'm talking sit there for like an hour on the same boss, which is fine. I'm being extra and making fun of you for it, but it's actually pretty common. The thing about Dark Souls though is like, it's all about remembering how you died. Did you actually remember how you died any of the times you died?
13 hours.
So
17
Smile will be able to
hours,
answer that question. I'm not gonna even bother.
18 hours. 18 hours and
Players dislike are Yuki and
24
Puppy as
hours.
fences. We need to figure this out.
24 hours and 32 hours. 32 hours and okay, he played about 32 hours in Dark Souls.
Oh, okay. So you're
Wait,
good, boy.
I could have just told you how many hours I had.
So
No,
yeah,
I mean I'm just counting your stream.
35 hours
I need
playtime.
you to do
There
me
you
a
go.
favor.
Devil
So
May
this is where
Cry. I put. Oh, it doesn't even tell me because I don't have it downloaded.
See, Yulik, you can't
Oh wait,
get away
no,
from
I don't.
this.
I didn't play Devil May Cry on
Dude.
PC. Shit.
It's too.
Oh,
It's too
Yulik,
late. I
you're
found
gonna
out you
play
didn't
Lost
beat it,
Ark, right? You can
Uh-huh.
pre-download it.
Oh really? Shit. Let's get on that.
Nah, bro,
But,
it's
like-
too late. I found out you didn't beat Dark Souls. Now you have to beat it because I promise you.
I still
last
play
thing
Dark
you
Souls.
want
I just
is
got
you-
other games to play right now.
Look, at some point, you gotta finish it. You have
Yes,
to.
at some point
If
I
you
will.
don't-
I will finish it.
I don't mean a year from now. I don't mean 7 months from now. Sometime in the next 5 months.
I don't have enough disk space, man.
Sometime in the next 5 months.
How big is it? It's like
You
70.
70. Yep, 70 gigabytes.
Because I
That is-
promise you, if you don't beat it within the next 5 months, you're
Gonna clown
garbage.
me.
You're garbage. No. I'm not gonna say a word to you. I'm just going because I know you're gonna remember. I know your memory is not dog.
Sonic-
You're gonna remember.
So Sonic Unleashed stream when you like, when it either comes to the Switch or Steam. Oh, I fucking love that game.
Yeah,
Unless-
I don't think it's not gonna come to the Switch.
Dude, like, yeah, I'm surprised. I think it's because of the Wii when they released that game on the fucking Wii, because it was so ass on the Wii. Like nobody wanted to play it on the fucking Wii.
Yeah.
That's cap. I played it on the Wii. That's
You're
why I
fucking,
first
you're
played it.
fucking doggo. Shut the
Which
fuck
game?
up.
Which game?
Sonic,
What? I
Sonic
beat it on the
Unleashed.
Wii. What are you talking about? You haven't even beat Dark Souls. Why are you talking to me? Get out of here. What?
I feel like Leno can't even beat BBS.
BBS? What? You can't. You factually cannot speak to me until you sub 5 and sub 10 multiple weeks. I sub 20 every week. Don't talk to me. You're garbage. Don't talk to me. Get out of here.
I like, so it's just, it's funny, like, it's a whale against someone who just casually plays the game. Like, yeah, who's gonna have the better account?
No. Most of my characters that are 5-5 I got free to play. We're not doing that.
Whoa,
We're not
whoa,
doing
coming
that.
from the dude who just said he spent 1,500 for fucking Bruno?
For Bruno, yeah. But that's one character. That's literally one. I have almost every character
You said
in the game.
you said you do it once in a while.
No, yeah, if it's a character I care about.
Don't contradict yourself,
Bruno-
okay? It's not good. It's not a good
No,
look.
no,
I know
Bruno-
Smile likes it,
Bruno-
but stop
Going
it.
back to what I said. Going back
No,
to-
but like Bruno was the only one. Every now and then, yeah. But that's if it's a
What-
character
what
I
is
like.
Soy
the only
Phone
one,
what
but
one?
every now and then, yeah.
If it's Soy Phone,
100% thumbs up, yes.
if it's Soy Phone, it depends. See, I'll go until I get to
Ah,
first
don't cap yourself. Depends my ass.
So maybe if it's Soy Phone, maybe if it's Rukia, maybe if it's come on, man.
So again, if I rage summon, obviously, but that's what happened with Rukia. I rage summoned. It wasn't necessarily because 5-5. No, I literally went on the banner and I pulled everyone on the banner except for her or Mayuri. I've never pulled Mayuri, and I pulled Rangiku 4 times in the first 10 steps, and then I went 25 steps, didn't pull a single Rukia. That was rage summoning. And honestly, I had the orbs just sitting there, so I was like, you know what?
By the way, there will be spoilers. I'm just gonna look at the Attack on Titan page. I just love Leno, man. I'm just trying to like.
No, it is what it is. It is what it is. Hey, and as for like Soy Phone, I'll go for the first copy. If she's,
I don't know. It feels like
she's a
you're trying to
mid-gamer.
make me look stupid, but like you're kind of doing the opposite. So I'm just kind of sitting here like,
Wait, make you look stupid? How?
like when I say that you spend money on the game, you're trying to counter it, but you're not really countering it. You're kind of
How am I not
proving my
countering
point.
it? Because the way you guys say it, you make it sound like I wail for everything. I'm saying,
do.
yeah, I wail.
I'm not
but
saying you will
specific
for
things,
everything,
I don't.
but you say I only will for Bruno, but I do it here and there. That's a contradiction right there. Listen to
No,
that.
I said the only character I've ever gone crazy for was Bruno, which is true. She is the only one I've ever gone that deep
So-
for. I've never gone deep
the
for anyone.
crazy
else.
Okay.
1400 should say something.
Actually, that's not. It's two characters I've ever done that for: Bruno and Thousand Year Blood.
Oh,
War
there we
Sword
go.
Phone.
So he's not the only character.
No, so Thousand Year Blood War Sword Phone was different because that happened over the course of a year. Bruno was the only one I've ever done all at once. I've never done that until Bruno came out.
He's precious. Let's leave him alone.
And
Yeah.
plus, with Bruno, that was literally the plan from the start, from a
Happy
year before he
birthday
even
to
came out.
Yoshima Hosoya, Reiner voice actor. Hey.
Soy Phone, manga Soy Phone over the course of a year and a half, 15,000 orbs, just for the one copy, and I still only have her 1.5.
That is sad.
I'm currently speaking.
And you're making
22,000
fun.
orbs in
Wait,
the
you're
game.
making fun of me for not getting this rookie at the moment, but you still don't have your manga soy phone 5 out of 5?
But the thing is, I have manga Soy Phone. You don't have Rukia at all.
Here's the thing. Her individual hasn't even come out yet, so
If you
Why is
don't
it a
pull her on her
competition?
individual, I promise.
listen,
on
smile.
God,
All right, this is who has bigger dick energy. Okay, it's
I
Oh
promise
my
you, if you
God.
don't pull a single copy of her when her individual comes out, you know what's happening to you. I'm tagging you.
so if I pull her, what do I get out of this?
I don't tag you.
What? Then I don't
I
even want to be
don't
in this
tag you.
competition.
No. It's fine because guess what? If you pull more than one copy of her, you get to remind me that my Soy Phone is 1.5.
You're getting a BJ
I'll do that
from Momo.
regardless.
Huh? What? Hey, look. Whenever she comes back, we'll see what happens. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be honest.
I don't know. I just like.
I just-
I'm not trying to clown you, but you're kind of doing it to yourself. I'm sorry.
How? I don't understand. Because
So I'm gonna tell him you are clowning yourself, but it's really nice. So keep at it.
Wait, no, but how so?
Listen,
You're
I'm the
telling me
one
I
who's
am,
supposed to
but
be
you're
the
not
clown.
really telling me
Look
who
at
I
my
am.
profile pic. I'm literally wearing a wig.
But
clown
the
wig.
thing is, you're not telling me how. You're telling me I am, but you're not saying how.
I
Oh.
think I told you many times already. So I'm
Yes,
just
you
gonna
just
listen.
don't
wait,
want to
wait.
accept it. Like
No, I
that's,
don't understand. You said I'm a living contradiction.
Yes.
You're not.
But-
Well, he called you that. I'm just saying you're contradicting yourself
no,
here
but-
and there.
But how so do I contradict myself? In what way specifically?
He's the only one, but I do it here and there. And turns out he's not the only one.
Tell me how I'm addicted to gambling when I'm spending $5,000 a month at it. You
Mhm.
know, it's come on, it's.
I've never spent $5,000 in a month. The furthest I've
Oh no,
ever
no,
spent in a month
no. That's how you sound to me. I'm not saying that's what you're saying. That's just how you sound to me.
Oh, because the thing is, you asked me, like, how
It's
often
kinda
do I do it?
like-
I said, Bruno.
Listening to you is kind of like how Maple Story like players were justifying themselves. Like, if you
But
need
I,
such-
but if I can only name like one character I've actually really done that for, then I don't understand how that's a contradiction.
well, you
Everyone else I have 5 of
So
5 is pretty.
here's the
much free.
thing. I think you're so. Smile memes me for only spending $100 on BBS, saying I'm a whale, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
You spent damn near 10 times that, but you're
Mhm.
saying that's not the norm for you, right? So in my head, I'm still hearing that you're spending more than $100 here and there on the game. Am I wrong?
Well, the fact that we have
No,
to
no,
explain
no,
this
sorry,
is funny
no.
to me. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
So-
So here's the thing:
so
if you're
I can-
spending more than $50 on a game constantly, you're a fucking whale. I don't care. Or
So
even more
we
than
know
That don't
the
spend-
general price
that
of a
don't
game,
spend
right?
money.
It's
I
around
don't
$60,
spend money.
$70. Just letting you
I
know
don't-
that part.
Yeah, that's cool and all, but like that's
Yeah,
not
that's cool and all, yeah.
actual money spending. That's
so.
really,
And then
really,
the
really
other
cheap.
thing that I didn't want to say it, but it sounds as though you've played a lot of different mobile games as well, and
Yeah,
I'm going to assume you've spent money on those as well.
only 3 of them. Yes. I've played
Spend it on
many of
slime.
them. So slime. No, I've never spent a single dollar on slime ever. I just got lucky.
No, it's
That's
just,
good.
So The only games I've actually ever spent money on were Dragon Ball, like actually whaled, and I don't mean like maybe throw $5 on the game because I don't think $5 is whaling. If you tell me $5 is whaling, you are factually
No,
poor.
so you told us 1,400, so $5 means nothing. We get it.
No. I'm saying like if we're saying just spending,
Yeah, that
in general,
$5 could have gone into some freaking
Five-
Nvidia stocks right there. Goddamn.
I'm not
Back when
wasting my
AMD
money on
was
that.
$5 man.
I'm not
Shit.
wasting my money on that. I'd rather just buy properties. That's gonna actually make you money. Buying stocks is it's kind of stupid in my opinion. Like
Okay, sure, man.
Grand Cross, I mean, it is what it is. That's where a lot of money is made, is in property.
So
That's a fact.
listen, I'm not
So-
saying properties are not money, but the fact that you
No,
just
real
call stocks
estate
cheap-
definitely has money in it.
Yeah.
What's spending,
It's just
no,
the
I'm saying,
fact that
to me,
you
spending
just
my money on stocks is
shat
kinda
on
stupid.
another money making opportunity was just funny to me because you could do both and still make a
Yeah,
shit ton of money.
yeah. I'm just gonna say Warren Buffett is the poor man. He only does stocks.
Yeah,
I'm
to
just
me,
saying, man.
it's stupid for me to spend my money on stocks. One, because I don't know too much about it. Two, because like
You don't have
It's
to. You
an
can just go into the S&P 500.
So Leno, you
So,
answered my
so-
question. You don't know much about it. That's all I needed to hear.
yeah, no, that's fine. I don't. To me, it's stupid. That's why I said to me.
Yeah.
I never spoke for anyone else.
So
I'm just
yeah,
saying,
that is
I don't
what we
know.
call subjective, right?
Yes, that's subjective. That's the whole point of saying to me. Yes.
But objectively, it does make a lot of millionaires more money. Just letting you know.
Which is why I said to
Just
me.
letting you know.
I'm not wasting my money.
I
on
know,
that.
but that's
I-
subjective, right?
Yeah, I didn't. I very clear
How
that I
the
didn't.
tables
speak
a
to anyone else.
10.
The tables didn't
Spot.
turn. I never spoke to anyone else. I
spe-
spoke to
I'm
myself
just-
from the start. What? That's weird.
You're
But
precious,
as I was
man.
saying, I don't get it. You said, oh, you could spend it on stocks. I said, to me, that's a waste. That's subjective. I quite literally said it myself from the start. So, anyways, I've only spent on Grand Cross,
Mhm.
Legends,
Mhm.
and BBS. The last
Okay.
time I spent on Legends was almost half a year ago,
Okay.
and that's because Cell is one of my favorite characters.
Someone is fapping,
And I got my one
and
copy and I sold out.
I just wanted to point that out. Who the fuck is fapping?
If I had
that's
to,
me.
it's probably
I'm
Nietzsche.
playing with a pen.
I
Oh,
did
never
not-
mind.
wait, what? What?
I assumed it would be Nietzsche.
I'm just listening, man.
Yeah. So the last time I spent on Grand Cross was I did $40 because the Trader Melly banner was going to go away, and I didn't have enough gems to finish. And before that, the last time I had spent even a single dollar was King's banner towards the end to go to the guarantee again, and before that was Margaret. And
So-
between all of those,
All I'm hearing is that you fell into a ghost trap. That's all
So
I'm hearing.
literally,
Oh,
like,
I got
dude,
the
you're
trap.
again, it's contradiction, man. Like, you're literally telling me that if you're not spending money on one game, you're spending money on the other. Like, these gaps that you're saying in months are kind of being canceled out by these other games.
No,
is what-
because whaling. All right, so whaling, right, is if I'm spending an absurd amount. The problem is,
Okay.
I'm not spending an absurd amount. I'm spending
Smart, I'll
here
let
and
you
there.
take it from here,
1,500 is
man.
not an absurd amount. Okay,
I didn't,
gotcha.
I didn't,
Gotcha,
I didn't spend. I didn't spend 200 though. I literally just told you I spent 40.
So I think you didn't hear what I said earlier. $50 above that mark, you are a whale.
That is not a whale. What?
Oh, wait, that is
That is not a whale. Do you
So I
actually
think 50
so
above is a
what I-
fault
so
there.
what I-
It has
so
to be
the
a
thing that-
okay. Fine,
So the thing
$100 is a whale. How about that?
So,
not even
but like,
$100,
let's
not even
say...
$100. I think the
Oh
big
my
problem
God.
here is no. So the thing I'm seeing with you guys.
So how
is-
much is a normal
you
price
guys-
game? Real quick.
So hold
before
on.
we go any further.
So hold on. So the thing that I'm noticing here is you guys are using the term whale extremely loosely,
Okay.
opposed to what the term was originally for. Whaling is doing summons like.
So
if I
did
spend
you or did you not
$400 on the
spend
banner, I'm
$1,400 on BBS for one character? Did you or did you not?
Yes,
That's
is
a whale.
Yes, that is
It's a
whaling.
whale. I'm not
Yes, that
going
is
to talk
whaling.
about the $40 thing, But the
Look,
fact
look,
that
oh
$40
my
is nothing of
god!
a
Whales,
big deal.
aka players who spend a great deal in app purchases, bring in a majority of revenue for the free-to-play mobile game market, despite there being fewer of them supporting game. The definition, a better definition for 2018, someone who spends more than $100 per month on a game. More than $100
per month. I don't spend $100 per month.
I think the 1,500 makes up for the whole year. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say, even if you divide 1,400 to 12, just
like from anything I've seen, so their definition is weird because like that sounds like someone who is a light spender. Because people like that, they'll make the comment, oh, I spent $60 on an actual game. First of all, you don't need a video game to begin with. It is a luxury. $60 on a video game is a luxury.
Later, that's exactly what a whale would say.
No, because it is so. Sorry, I'll ask you this.
Who says to a regular player, light spender?
A light spender? What, $100? That is a light spender. Someone who will spend like $100. Bro, on average, the Americans make like what, $40,000? No. On average, Americans make like $40,000 in a year, right? You're telling me $100 out of those $40,000.
So the average American who has to pay bills, who has to take care, let's just say children and shit, you know, let's be honest. You think they got children, yes. Okay, so in this situation, you want to spend all your extra money on a mobile game instead of saving. I don't spend all my extra money on a mobile game though. Okay, but like the way you said it, like the average American who lives by themselves, who has to pay bills and may potentially have to think about a family in the future, is spending money on a mobile game.
I lived by myself. I was paying bills by myself. Yes, it's not that expensive. If you live in a certain neighborhood or you live in a certain state where your taxes are high, or if your property taxes are high, or if you have to spend a lot on rent,
again,
sure,
the average American, right? Not someone who has it figured it out.
The average American spends the most in comparison to any other country, and even compared to people who are rich. Average Americans are the biggest consumers. You don't notice it because your money goes into a bunch of other different places.
I see people spend more money on cigarettes than I do on games, which I laugh at.
Exactly. So the thing that I need you to understand is, like, you might not spend as much on BBS as me, but you might spend as much on me in a bunch of different areas. It boils down to preference. So for me personally,
the thing is, gacha games are designed to make players spend money, right? That's the whole point of a gacha game.
Yes.
So that's what I was talking about, going into the gacha trap. And let's say
it's not a trap.
No, it's just a term. It's a term. It's just a term. Okay, it's not meant to like offend you or anything. But that's like basically, you know, trying to make people spend money. That's the whole objective of the game company, right? So
but the thing about BBS is you only need one copy of a character in BBS to complete all the content.
No, I'm not talking about BBS. I'm just talking
about.
Hey,
Tana, can you clip that moment too? I'm trying to make a video on it.
Yeah. So like with the game in general, and like whales, people who are actual whales to me.
So Leno, I would like to hear your answer. What is a whale in your definition?
If you tell me, if you go on a banner and you tell me, oh, I spent $300, $400 on a banner.
Okay.
I think you're a whale. If you tell me I spend about $100 on the game, you don't really seem like a whale to me, because that might be the only time you've ever spent $100 on the game.
You're saying $100 in total versus $300 a banner, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying a whale has to spend whatever the banner they want, at least $300. That's your definition.
Because the thing about being a whale is being a consistent spender. If you're consistently spending, you're a whale. If you're someone who you literally just spent $100 on one character,
that number you said, that 300, 500, that's a super whale. A whale is around the $100 area.
So you're telling me if you spend $100 on one banner, you're a whale? That sounds retarded.
What dollar amount makes you a whale? People voted.
If you're
$50 a week.
if you're consistently spending a lot of money, you are a whale. If you are spending
$50
a
week,
little
4
here and
weeks.
there,
I guess
like
that's
a good
about
example of what I mean. A good example of what I mean, right? Is let's say you spend money on the whale pass, quote unquote, and then you spend it on the cheaper pass. But that's the only thing you spend every month, and maybe every now and then you'll get a character pack. Does that make you a whale? Fuck no, that's stupid. Why would you be a whale for spending that little amount of money? Granted, oh, like a AAA game is like $60, right?
So, I don't
That's
know
cool.
why. Like, the way he talks is like, I'm reminded of like how I look at shipping.
Mm-hmm.
Like shipping fees. Like, if I see free shipping, I'll pay whatever the amount is. But if I see like, oh, it's $1.99 in shipping, I go fucking crazy. Like, I can't fucking do it. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta look at it like I understand the value of money in a way that you don't. Even though I spend a lot, like I'll spend $2,000 on figures, but I'll.
So to me,
about,
the fact that you're saying $40 is nothing, that's just concerning to me.
Yeah. So even for someone, so here's the thing. I think out of all of us, Smile probably spends the most, like on other stuff. He doesn't necessarily whales on mobile games like the rest of us. But he spends a good chunk of change on other things, and he brags about it a lot.
That was supposed to be a secret.
So like the thing that's confusing me too is just like how loosely like we're saying like $50 or $100 is
no right? We're not saying it's like we're not defining the amount. We're talking like the way you speak of $40.
Yes.
You know?
The way I speak is
so
$40
do you
because,
understand what the dollar bill is and what its actual value is what I'm trying
I
to
understand
ask now.
what the value of money is. All right, let's make something very clear. I'm not stupid. I just make a lot of money. That's just the only difference here. I will openly admit I do make a lot of money, which is why to me I'm saying like $40 isn't a lot. But even then, if I compare it to when I wasn't making as much money as I'm making now, $40, realistically speaking, is not that goddamn much. It's actually still relatively small. Just if you are just dead, desolate broke and you can't even have $1 for free because everything goes into bills, that seems like a lot.
So
but that's a personal issue.
So
I'm talking on average. $40 is not a lot. What?
So how would you feel about somebody who would rather put that money into something that would get them money back?
That's still a personal choice. If you want to make that investment,
so what if somebody looks at games the way that Smile does? Like, eventually this game is gonna shut down. Why would I want to spend a crazy amount of money on this when I can put it in this and make money back?
That is still, again, a
would you call that person cheap? Is what I'm trying to say.
No, no.
So if that person says, and they looked at you, right? They looked at you and they said, what you're doing is ridiculous, putting it into a mobile game that is getting you nothing back. What would you say to that?
No, to me, you can spend enjoyment. I would say... Like, I think, I have to say, Leno, it is true. If you're enjoying with that money, I think it's a good thing, like that you're investing yourself. It's just that when you lose a sense of money, right, because of it, I think that's where it becomes problem.
I don't know. I'm looking at.
The thing is, I'm well aware of what I lost versus what I gained. Again, I'm not retarded.
My God, no one is calling you retarded. It's just the way you speak is funny. Nobody's calling you retarded.
Just let me finish. I understand how it works. I understand how much it actually is. I didn't say 1,400 is a lot. 1,400 is a lot, but that was the plan from the start. That's the investment I wanted to make, quote unquote, investment, right? That's the investment I wanted to make from the very start. I had always planned on doing stuff like that. No, because if that was the plan from the start, there would be no point in regretting it. When you make a decision, once it's done, there is no.
Did you say BBS is rate retarded and how it runs with no actual guarantee system? So that's what I mean by contradiction. That's what I mean by contradiction right there. You don't regret it. Let you criticize it.
No, because you can criticize something without really.
Yeah, but it was your personal choice, right? You said it yourself.
That is it's a personal choice. Because when I went into the banner, I understood how the rates work.
And you told me that woke you up, right? That BBS does not guarantee you shit.
No, that didn't wake me up when that happened.
So you were fully aware what you were going into. It was your personal choice.
It was a little.
And yet you criticize that this game doesn't give you shit.
because you can still criticize something even if you see that's
Yeah, you
what I
can, you can, but that's what we call hypocrisy.
How is that hypocrisy?
Because
Well,
you
look,
knew what
so-
you're
so-
going into.
so
You're
the
fully
thing is-
aware of what you were doing,
so the
and
thing
yet
is-
you're
the
like,
thing
this is stupid.
No, yes, that's not
It's
hypocrisy.
contradiction.
That's acknowledging something. I acknowledge what the
Yes, yes, that's a beautiful
so-
coding word.
So,
Yes,
so,
sure.
so, so the thing is, I was well aware.
Yeah,
Like I
that's what I'm
said,
saying.
This is
it's
a
not like
weird-
it's not like I didn't know.
So I'm
At
not
the same
hating
time-
you. I'm loving the way you're talking, and I hope you continue at it. So I hope you don't take any offense, but it's just very
No,
funny
no,
to
no.
me how you speak.
So it's like the thing with the banner was, right? When I went in, I was well aware of what I was getting into. I knew what the rates were. But the reason why I did that was literally because I'm aware of how the rates are.
Yeah,
I
it's
know
retarded.
the odds.
It's
I
not.
know
It doesn't
the
guarantee you
odds
shit.
getting the character. Yeah, but even then, at the end of the day, I still want him 5-5. Realistically, he's not coming back. Bruno has been back twice in his entire existence, and we are more than likely not going to see him for like maybe another half year. I don't want to wait half of a year to get the character 5-5. I want him 5-5 now, which is why my plan from a year before that was, regardless of however much.
So if Bruno
I'm
comes
gonna
back,
get-
are you willing to spend more money on top of what you spent?
He's already 5-5.
Oh, okay. But like, would you have?
What would I have if I had to? Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Like I said, I'm aware of it. I can still criticize it while being aware of it. I still want what I want. That boils down to human nature. Even when you understand the consequence of something, you can still want something. Right? And it's not necessarily hypocrisy because it's not like I'm sitting there saying, oh, I regret spending this money. They forced me to spend this money even though I spent it myself. No, they didn't force me to spend the money. I did it myself. The rates
No,
are
it's
still
not.
garbage.
It's not the fault of
I shouldn't have to go that far, which is why when I said that, I also compared it to Grand Cross, where I said I can spend
But
180
here's
on
the
Grand
thing:
Cross.
at the end of the day, it was your choice to spend that
Yeah.
much.
Yes, it is a personal choice. Yes, but the rates are still garbage. They're still garbage. But I did make that choice.
So if we go on top of that, that just makes you, no offense, kind of dumb. As an image wise. That's what we call clowning. That's what we're talking about, clowning yourself.
Not necessarily,
Like Yulik.
because by implying that like I'm clowning myself, right? It implies that I'm actually losing something. I'm not really losing anything.
Leno, as someone who's made some bad choices, I don't really care anymore because I'm still in a better place. Because you like,
Yeah.
if I blew 5,000 orbs on a Rukia, right?
Yeah.
And I paid out of my own pocket for that, right? That's a learning lesson for me. And if people clown me for it, I'm just gonna accept the beating and just move past it. Like it happened. It's whatever. Okay. I had a moment of weakness. You had a moment of weakness with fucking Bruno, and to us, right? How much you spent is way more than what me, Smile, and Nichigo would have spent in the game in 1 year together. You spent more than all of us.
Is that still not a personal choice though?
Yeah, but to us, right? To us, we're just looking at it as like you're playing 3 games and you spend money on all of them. Even if you're saying you spent a little less on each, that if you add them all up in total, like how much would the total cost at the end of the year be? That's what I've been looking at throughout the entirety of this. I'm not just looking at the Bruno banner individually, entirely, right? How much you spent is what I'm looking
to
at.
us, you are a whale, yet you tell us you're not a whale. That's what I mean by hypocrisy right there.
Yeah.
I don't,
So this whole time, I think you've been looking at something the wrong way. We're not just looking at the Bruno banner. We're looking at everything in total.
Yeah, no, I get that. That's why
Like
I'm
your
saying.
gotcha gamer life, you know?
Yeah. So every game I play, right? BBS is the only one I really spend money on. I'm going to be flat out
So
honest.
for me, the thought of just spending 1,400 on just a unit, it's kind of insane.
So the
To
reason why
regular
we say
people,
that,
is
right?
insane.
Even if you have the even if I had the extra money to like blow on this Rukia,
No,
I would probably
definitely
choose not
have
to.
extra money. Like if I could spend like 20k on BBS every month if I wanted to. Like, but I don't do that, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
that's
There's a reason. So
that's why I said earlier, where I said, to me, a whale is someone who spends consistently.
Yeah. So your definition is that it needs to consistently provide for the game. But to us, right, you have been consistently feeding the gacha game industry.
hey, thanks, Tana. I'll look at that later. Thanks.
You say industry, right? It isn't like the whole, but it's only BBS. It's not like my
K-Lab,
1400
Shueisha, like it's
like they're gonna
Kubo
go
gets
to
money on this as well. Like,
it's gonna
No. At the end of the day, we should be thanking you, right? You're
Yeah.
the reason why
So,
BBS is prolonging.
the reason, so we're not making fun of like how much you spend. We're making fun of the fact that you're trying to defend yourself.
Yeah,
like,
that's
why
the funny
would you
part.
not?
And I love
No,
it.
why
I
would-
fucking love it.
We're not making fun of you. So listen,
right?
even though Smile
don't
makes fun of me for
understand
spending
you.
$100 on Olay and calling me a whale,
Uh-huh.
I don't take offense to it because
No,
it's not as.
at the end of the day, I don't think Yulik is a whale. I just call him a whale because it's funny to
So,
call him a whale.
I think one thing that's getting a little confused here, right, is what you're hearing from me isn't offense. What you're hearing from me is confusion, because we don't share.
Yeah, we can hear your
We don't-
confusion, and it's funny because of it.
Because we don't share the same. We don't share the same sentiment, obviously. And
Yeah, we don't. Of course,
been-
no one shares the same view.
I've been
That's
I've been
ridiculous to think
around
about.
I've been around a lot of people in this community, right? And I only know of like a certain group who will definitely say, "Oh yeah, $100, well," or like, and this is not specifically towards you guys, but multiple people I hear say,
Oh no, like the
$100
$100 thing
is
came
like,
from Google Answers.
yeah,
You
yeah.
can just- you can just say that.
So when I talk to like other whales, and then the most common thing that I hear for whales across the board, $100 is not whaling. Because if you think what I've done, okay, like what I've
So,
done.
You know,
is
there's
kinda-
always a
kinda
bigger
like-
fish in the sea. We all
No,
know that.
Obviously.
But if you just look at that, right,
I'm talking
then your
about the
standards will be gone.
No. What I'm saying is people who do what I do when I talk to them, I'm comparing them on average, is what I'm saying. And the most common thing I hear is $300, $400 consistently. Not just one.
Okay, so
if
just
you
to double
do
check,
room,
what is consistently to you?
if you
monthly,
spend
probably.
on every end of month gacha and you spend $300 and $400 on every end of month, keep in mind that's $300, $400 every month, you're a whale. You're consistently doing it. What makes you a whale
So
is the
you're
consistency.
raising the bar of the definition of a whale so you can avoid being called a whale. Correct?
No. I'm saying what I see
So,
that other people do.
so when I
spend
Google
on the-
search what a whale is, it's someone who spends $100. 100.
So
what's the
so-
difference there? What's the difference between $100 and a $300?
There's a $200 difference.
Yeah, there is, right?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it is $100, correct?
So I think Leno, you need to understand. Me and Smile are looking at this, at the average cost of a game, right? $60, right? I'm spending, what is it? So $100. Say, let's just put it up a little. 120.
So
We're spending double
more than
the-
a game for a unit.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand that?
I completely understand. I'm saying
So-
even in that regard, if you're talking about a AAA game, spending $60 on a video game,
That's a
irregardless.
triple A game, right? Like, let's look
it
at a
doesn't matter
beautiful.
what-
Let's look at a
it's
beautiful game
frivolous.
like Witcher 3, right? That is one of the best games I've ever played in my life. It only cost me one price. They set out a DLC that had more than Demon Slayer ever could fucking achieve, and they only kept it at one price. So
yeah, that's cool. But here's the thing: one, the $60 you spend, you didn't have to spend. You don't need Witcher 3. You don't need to play Witcher 3. You don't need to own Witcher 3. In no aspect do you need to own video games. Same goes for figurines. They are frivolous things. Now, you can say if you're saying like $100 is a whale, right? $50 whaling, right? $60 on a video game that is not necessary to begin with is whaling. It's still frivolous. You don't need it. It doesn't matter.
That's what we
what
call
you
denial
spend.
mentality here.
It's not
Just letting
no,
you
it's really not denial, because keep it a stack, right? Do you actually need any of the video games you
So
own?
here's the thing: do they only get a drive from needs? No, they want stuff. And what
Yes.
I'm trying to tell you is that gacha game scratches that in for the wrong reason.
How is it the wrong reason if you're getting what you want?
But you're not getting what you want.
I did get what I want.
Well,
BBS,
you,
remember?
right,
It
that's
doesn't
you.
guarantee you shit. That's
But,
No,
like-
I got what I wanted. See, the
so
thing
that's again hypocrisy.
how? No, but I got what I wanted. You said I didn't get what I
So,
wanted.
but you
I did.
said you're fully aware that you were going in knowing that you could possibly not end up with any other copies, right? Because you
Mhm.
knew that it doesn't guarantee you anything.
Yes, but I
you're
did.
happy
end
that you got
all of the
something.
copies.
Yeah,
but
that's
I-
called results. That's called luck.
Yes, I got what I wanted.
But let's
Therefore,
say
that
if I spend money on a physical game, figurines, whatever tradable collectibles, you're getting
Mhm.
what you want, right?
I guess, yeah, sure.
With guarantee.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, as long as you keep them, they will be with you. At the end of the day, gacha games, unless I don't know how they will do it, will close one day, right? So that's the
Sure.
mentality that we're having.
Yeah, but how is that mentality objectively right? That's what I'm saying.
So if we
So,
go back to
I-
subjective and objective, I could discuss you about that all day.
So the thing is, right? The thing is, right, with a video game, you play it once, you beat it. Sure, you could play it again, but you've already beaten it. You spent
So-
your $60. You got what you
Okay,
want from
okay,
it.
okay. Let's
No,
look
no,
at
But
so
you have something to look back to.
So if I do have something to look back to, it's my memories. Even if the game shuts down, one, I got what I wanted when I got it. I know the game's not gonna last forever. I'm still playing the character now. I can play the character whenever I feel like it.
Like, this just sounds like a
Assuming-
denial mentality to me.
I'm not. I'm
No,
not-
I'm saying you enjoy it in a certain aspect.
Yeah, that's what I'm
telling
saying.
you-
I said in
I'm
the
telling you-
beginning, right? It's
so
good
I'm-
to spend money for your enjoyment. But I'm just saying. Uh-huh.
Let me finish. So I'm getting the enjoyment completely from what I want, which is why I spent money on it. I'm getting all of the enjoyment I want from Bruno.
I'm sorry,
That
you
is a-
literally sounds like
that's
an
not-
addict right now. I'm very sorry
And
you do.
How am I an addict when I'm getting exactly
No,
what I want?
I'm saying you sound like an addict when you speak
Oh,
like that.
well, so I'm getting literally what I want, which is the ability to play with Bruno at his maximum capacity, right?
Mhm, yep.
Which is why I did what I did. I could have left with the one copy; it would have been fine. I got him on the 7-step free. Wasn't that big of a
So
deal.
let's say, what if you gotten 0 copies?
If I got 0 copies, then I wouldn't have gotten what I want. Then I would be disgruntled. But
Yeah,
the thing
but there
is,
are still that possibility, right? Even with the 1400.
even though it's a
Am I
possibility,
wrong? Am I
even though
wrong?
it's a possibility, it didn't happen.
Yeah, but that's his result.
So it's cool that you're not wrong that it's a possibility. The issue is it's no longer possible because I got exactly what I wanted. So that possibility doesn't exist
So
anymore.
with that 1400, you got 5 Bruno. Am I correct?
Mhm. Yes. So
Oh
that's
my
again,
God.
that's what I'm saying. I'm confused because I don't see the issue. If in the end
So
I got
there is
exactly what I was
no-
looking for,
so,
don't
okay,
see
I
what
think-
the
I think-
actual issue is.
I think
don't know
you're
what you're
getting
taking
something
as an
confused.
issue.
Yeah, it's not an issue. We're not saying it's an issue. The thing is, we're just trying
I'm
to
just saying
tell
you
you.
sound very funny.
Yeah, what we're trying to tell you is there is a certain price that when you go over, that you are a whale. That and for
Mhm.
some reason, this is
So,
getting to you.
Yulik is accusing you of a whale, and you're saying that
Oh.
you're not a whale, right?
No,
That's the simple thing for Yulik.
Getting to me is different. I'm saying I don't understand it from your perspective because
So,
I don't.
Don't try to understand
I-
this from my perspective. Just think about it like this. If I gave you the Google definition of a whale, right?
Mhm.
And it says you spent over $100 a month, and you tell us how much you spent last year, and if that
Mhm.
amount exceeds $100 a month, $100 a month, would you accept being a whale?
No, because I also said earlier. Hold on.
No, but I do
You guys-
have
you
to
guys
say
are
one
right.
thing. Google is not the answer to
Yeah,
everything.
Yeah, I'm not. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just looking up Google as a joke, right? I'm not looking at articles. I'm not looking at other YouTubers. I'm not looking into this like that. I'm just saying the first thing that I see, if I bring it up to you, you don't have to overthink it. Just answer the question, yes or no. We're not trying to make fun of you for it. We're just saying.
No. That's why I said no. I already answered the question. You said, "Do I believe it?" I said no, and
Okay.
I followed up by saying because the people who also that I talk to that spend don't agree with that at all. Which
'Cause,
I
like,
answered the
Yeah,
question
but
a
you're
while
talking
ago.
to whales, correct?
Yes.
They're gonna deny being a whale, correct?
No, they don't deny it. They know they're whales. They're saying what they consider to be a
I think
whale
he
because
talks to
they're
like.
whales.
I think he talks to like Spite in them, maybe potentially.
Yeah,
Those are
and not just them,
tubers.
not just them, just people who whale in general who are consistent spenders. To them, because they are the spenders, right? Let's be real here. I'm going to take the word of the people who actually spend the money instead of the website that's trying to tell me what the people who spend the money think when they're already telling me what they think.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah,
I'm not. We're not making fun of him. We're not.
Yeah,
For some-
no. I already heard that part. I
Yeah.
don't think you're making fun of me. I'm trying to.
Because like,
help you
no,
see
I
my
think
perspective.
Ice just thought that we were trying to stop you from wailing or something. It's like,
Oh,
no, we're not trying
no,
to stop
you
him.
got
Like
me.
whatever he does with
No,
his money is whatever he
Literally
does with
told
his
him,
money.
You can invest
no.
in your enjoyment.
Yeah,
I've been
no,
telling him.
I'm not.
Because I
was
don't
just
want
saying
people to
that,
get the wrong impression that we're trying
Yeah,
to
it
attack
was,
whales.
Right? Our definition
Yeah,
of whale
no.
is around you, Leno.
Yeah, so
So-
like
so-
for
so,
us,
like,
right? Like for gamers like me and Smile who buy a full-on game for like we feel like a game should be one set price. To us, that's just how it is. Like it's like we look at, mobile gamers who spend hundreds of dollars, monthly, right?
Mhm.
Like just even $100 actually. Yeah, we just look at that as whaling because like it's one game and you keep giving it money every year, which adds up to the thousands towards the end of the year. That's to me is a whale. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you're spending 1,000, like Smile doesn't even want to spend. Like Smile says he likes Final Fantasy 14, but he hates that it's subscription, and it's definitely not $100 a month. Like that's the thing. To us, we like a full game for one set price.
So the thing with that mentality, it doesn't work for games that are like Final Fantasy 14 and games that are like BBS. So something to understand is these games that are online all the time, that are on servers, cost an absorbent amount of money to maintain. It's ridiculous.
Yep, we
They have a high ass fuel. They have employees to pay, so they need to make a lot of money. So I understand why rates are the way they are, pity systems and things like that, and why the spending is the way it is.
Those are mobile games. Then there's also Lost Ark that's coming out when the Korean version.
That is total cap. The reason why I say that, at the end of the day, gacha game is a business, right? If they don't have surplus amount of money, even with the service spending, there's no reason for them to do this. They're doing it because it's easy money.
So let's look at EA, right? A bit like let's just stop attacking Japan. Like even US does it. Like EA, like they sports games. They push out the same game every year. You buy a full game for the full price, and you still have to go crazy with microtransactions after. So this is a common business practice within businesses nowadays, and I'm against it. Like that's just how my mentality is. So when you're saying that you spend like even something as simple as like $50 a month on the same game would kind of get to me a little bit, because it just sounds like companies are trying to eat your money. Like that's literally what it sounds like to me.
So here's the thing, right? And that's like my big thing with this is like EA and games like that doing that with full price games, those aren't gacha games to begin with. So yes, they may have a gacha aspect, but that's a whole different problem entirely.
Yep.
BBS is a gacha game to begin with. That's the premise of the game. Summoning is the premise of the game. That is how you progress your account in every single aspect of the game, is by summoning and by rates. The entire game is based off RNG. These games are maintained on servers. The servers cost money. They have to pay their employees, and that's just the way it is. In order to afford these, because remember, Bleach is not an original IP, it costs a ridiculous amount of money to actually keep the license. You would be surprised. Licensing is a nightmare in Japan, which is why the whole debacle of Thousand Year Blood War happened. This game is expensive. Bleach is an expensive IP. They charge ridiculous prices because they spend ridiculous amounts of money, which is understandable.
Do you know how much they charge for the Bleach licensing? Do you actually know?
So, I know Thousand Year Blood War. I don't know the exact price, but I do know that like last year, what did they spend?
Do you know how much surplus they're
they
making
spent-
off of
they spent-
BBS alone?
On BBS this year, I think they made little less than 40 million.
No, surplus. Minus
Surplus?
the maintenance cost. No, like employee fee.
No. So the employee fees, I don't know exactly. I'd have to look into that. But
So that's what I'm trying to say. That is just complete cap, and that's what we're talking about the whale thing. That they do maintain the game because at the end of the day, this is a business, right? If they don't make money, there's no point of continuing this.
Yes.
They're not just gonna be like, oh, we're so poor, we just barely get by just by feeding our employees. No, that's not the case. They make money.
That sounds like Epic Game Store when they were trying to like defend themselves in like UK when they did that conference. It's they are making like even like someone new downloading the game makes BBS money. So when when that whole thing comes up, like they don't make money from it just being a free-to-play game, it's kind of just capped. As, like,
it's just bullshit. At the end of the day,
like when you
companies that go and
the fucking creator
they make money.
The creator Flappy Bird made millions, and the game doesn't even have microtransactions. Like,
so the other thing too is like contracts with their licensing last a certain amount of time. The prices will go up. They can and will fluctuate.
Okay, here's the
other
thing.
companies are gonna want
Do you think they're gonna be going to minus just because of licensing? Do you think they're gonna continue a game like that?
No, they're not going to continue it.
Exactly, that's what we're trying to say. That is irrelevant.
So being free to play, like right, and people just downloading the game would not make them enough money to keep their license because
that's what we're saying. Whales feed the company.
Yeah. So KLab as a company doesn't, even with all their games, they would not be able to make enough money to keep these games going. Forget about making a surplus. Just running the game continuously for 6+ years, they wouldn't be able to afford doing that. If just downloading the game.
You know, I'll be real with you. Once a gacha game goes a minus within the yearly sale, right? They discontinue.
Yes.
That's the end of the story.
Yeah, Blazing. Yeah.
So just keeping that in mind, you know, just letting you know.
Yeah, people stopped spending money on Blazing. That game died.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is.
I think it's
that's what I was saying before, right?
So I think
whales are important for gacha games, but we hate the format of gacha game. That's what we're trying to get to.
Oh, the format of gacha game? I think it's fine. I don't think it's that bad. I think if they do it excessively, like BBS does it, then it's bad. I think if they handle it like
excessiveness is what it is. If it is like a good balance where you make your player base does not feel like a shit, I think it's fine personally. Yeah. If your free-to-player base is like good enough, and if your whales are satisfied, those are a good balance, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to say, like, the mentality of, yeah, BBS is not going to make enough money. If they did not make enough money, they will be gone, like, completely gone by now.
No, their revenue dropped by half since last year. It's bad.
Yeah, their revenue dropped, but they're still going on. What does that tell you? They're still making enough money at the end of the day.
No, it keeps dropping. So the big thing about BBS is...
So you're talking about total save. But did you actually look into like the maintenance fee of it? It doesn't take that much. Like, you think these people are idiots, like saying like, yeah, I mean, yeah, this is a business, right? We're just gonna lose money. They don't do that. They never do that.
Yeah, no, but the thing is, they are losing money. Currently speaking, they are still losing.
They lost their revenue, but at the end of the day, they're still having enough money to continue on.
If it continues to just drop and drop and drop, at a point, it's not going to continue.
Yeah, at a point, it's got to discontinue. But right now, it's telling you that it's still going.
I don't even know. Like, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if BBS will even last like another year or two.
I hope it dies out.
Realistically speaking, I don't see it lasting like another year or two. Like, especially with how things are going. It is what it is. And I know I say that, and some people are like, oh, then why the hell would you spend...
No, it's just oh no, I mean, okay. We're not even gonna talk about that. Like, because we know that the developer change really did affect the game a lot, right? Like, we like to like this game because VBS has something like different going on than other gacha game, right? It is like at the end of the day, action RPG, what they call it. I mean, I like how you can just move around your characters and just like do shit with it. Yeah. And I wish more games were like this, but sadly they don't. So.
Yep. I mean. It's weird, right? It's
That's
weird.
The aspect of gameplay we're talking about. Not like just going back to turn-based game that they keep, you know, just making carbon copies of everything and just with the face of the IPs that people like. That's the games that I really despise. I hate that practice. That's what I was trying to say.
So, turn-based games are my favorite type of games. So I have...
No, same here. You have to understand. I played Persona 4 for like damn near 1,000 hours. Literally. You can check my fucking thing.
What do you
It's just that when it comes to gacha game, their objective is making money off of the players, and you know, going back to everything about the bad practices, usually those kind of pile up.
So
And
my
that's
thing
why
is,
I shit on gacha game in general.
the only time I really have a problem with gacha games is hardly ever the actual. A lot of times it's not the gameplay, because it's super subjective. Gameplay is a subjective thing, and them making a lot of turn-based games and them carbon.
No, like if they do their own flair to the turn-based games, right? I'll be fine with it personally.
I
But
don't even.
it's just that the so if it is like a regular game with turn-based, I'll play it. But it's just that if it is a gacha game, right? Where most of the time it's asking players more than the $70 range, which is a usual game, they should be doing a lot more, correct? Instead of making a carbon copy and just literally splattering like Rimuru on it, or splattering Meliodas on it.
Again, that's why I start to say it becomes more subjective. Like to you, it would seem well. Let me not say to you because I don't know that for sure. But maybe to you, it might seem a little bit more objective that they should put in a bit more if they're asking for more than 70, right? But the thing is, they're continuing to do it because it's been shown to be a tried and true formula that works.
Yeah, because it's the formula that makes money. You know?
Clearly,
and that's the definition of greed running the industry.
No,
and would you like that?
Not necessarily, no. So again,
gacha game is literally like it's literally gambling with no payback.
So hold on, again, that's why I say it is a subjective thing, because it's
It is not a subjective thing. It's quite an objective thing.
Hold on,
Because that is the definition of a gacha game.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's subjective. So clearly, the standard is to release games like that. The only reason why it is the standard because a majority of people are okay with
I'm
it.
just trying to define you what a gacha game is. I'm not saying standard.
No,
Gacha game.
like,
What is a gacha game, Lino? What is a gacha game?
I understand what a gacha game is.
What's their objective? Because we're talking about subjective and objective.
No. Their objective is to make as much money. What I'm saying is,
Yes.
I'm talking specifically about your point about the $70 they should do more. I'm not arguing the gacha.
No. Like so that's just like a example that I would give out because usually, right? Back in the days, you know, since you already know about the PlayStation era, people would put their souls in their $70 game, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, they can literally release a half-ass gacha game and make a lot more.
Yeah.
So that's what we don't like about it.
Look what Cyberpunk did. Like
that's why
as soon as Cyberpunk failed, they released a Witcher mobile game and they made back their money.
And that practices encourages developer to go that route.
Yep.
We're gonna
why
get
spend
more
spend 6-7 years on a good game when we can release a mobile game that we can make?
Yeah, we could just splatter some character on it, and we could just make summon mechanic on it, and gacha game.
So what I'm saying is, I think for the most part, it's fine. What I'm saying is, for the most part, I think it's fine, because on average, people have shown they're okay with it.
No, like, so I do agree on one thing. I think games should be more expensive because developers do get a lot less money, but the way of cheapening out.
Okay, so like when you bring that up, it's like not necessarily. Yes, games should cost more, but like when you say that,
it's very
like, some people get the wrong
because
idea. Like they think games are gonna cost. Like when PlayStation went up to $70, I'm like that's fair, right? Like the PlayStation 5 games, the new Xbox game, I'm like that's fine.
I'm not saying like we should pay like $500 per game, like, but like
yeah,
it is
like,
true that
but
people
when
are
you say
suffering because of
when those game developers are not getting paid, it's not because the players are paying less for the games. It's because of those who are like higher up that take more. Like Borderlands is a good example of this. When the CEO literally gave the middle finger to the game devs who usually only get their money through bonuses when the game is finished. When their bonuses are taken, like when they lose their bonuses because the CEO takes it, that's just a bad company. Like that's bad.
So you like that's so okay. I do agree with that, but that is very case by case, right?
Yeah, that's
what
case
I'm
by
trying
case.
to say is that it's
but
usually
it's
what happens.
more and
I'm
more
not saying just raise the money out of like everything. It's just that they're losing incentive to create what we call a good game, right? Like game that we would like to go for.
I also got a question that because there are game devs that want to make something, but it's not their choice. Like
we want them to be more
That's
creative.
what I was talking about earlier when I said
creativity.
like
Like there are game developers that understand like a good game needs time, but there are those who are higher up that want to release a game as soon as possible and make as much money as soon as possible.
That's what I mean by the industry running on greed.
Yeah.
That's why I said that like the whole good game thing.
The good game part is subjective, but at the end of the day, most people generally agree what a good game is, right? We don't just go call like something like gacha games are not a good game. They're not a game.
You see, that's
they are a game, but that's like subjectively speaking, they're not a game.
That's my point. The thing is, it is the industry standard to make games like that because the majority of players who play are okay with it and continue to play and continue to spend money.
Yeah,
so
literally by lowering the standards.
No, that's not for you to really decide because the thing is, the majority of players disagree with you because they're playing these games. That's the point I'm making.
No. Like so I'm playing BBS, right?
So
Leno, I'm playing BBS, right?
Just let me finish. Hold on. So what I'm saying is, for the most part, the whole thing of a good game saying they're lowering the quality is subjective to begin with, because the majority of players don't really believe the quality is being lowered because one, they're spending so much money, and two, so many of them are playing all these games even though they're carbon copies. Now, I agree with you. It's a carbon copy. To me, most gacha games are trash. But
so,
I understand that most
you play Dark Souls, right?
Not agree with me. Yeah.
You play Dark Souls, right? Would you say the gameplay is worse than DBS?
No, because I enjoy Dark Souls more. But that's my opinion. That's my point. That's my opinion.
Is there a game that you particularly love? Do you like Persona series?
Dark Souls. You already said the game I love. Dark Souls.
No, but like anything else.
Huh? Oh, I love Forza. I love racing games. Gran Turismo.
Okay.
Those are my favorite types of games. And then I love Final Fantasy X. I love Final Fantasy 15. I love Final Fantasy 12. I love a bunch of those games. And to me,
all those games, like what I would consider, are pretty good games, right?
Yeah.
So that's the subjective part that we're talking about.
Well,
yeah, that's subjective.
Aren't they all talking about the same thing? When you say they're talking about the same thing, are you talking about we've been talking about the same subject for the past hour? Yes.
Yeah, we haven't, because we've been circling because Leno is saying that everything is subjective.
Leno!
Which, at the end of the day, it is true, subjective, objective, but that's completely irrelevant because we're talking about our own ideals, right? That's subjective.
Oh, yeah. No. So the only reason I said that was, the reason I said it was, it sounded like the way you phrased it, it sounded like you were saying it objectively. That's why I was like, what?
No, certain parts are quite objective. Do we not agree that gacha games are made to make money? That's objective.
I think most people understand that in a way of life, nothing is given out for free. Come on.
That's not subjective, Leno. That's really not subjective.
No, I just said, it's subjective.
At the beginning of all this, right? All we were trying to discuss is just Leno being a fucking whale. That's it.
Shut up.
That was the beginning of all this. Literally, that's where this started. It's not that we're trying to attack you for it. We're just being very chill. If Smile calls me a whale right now for spending $100 throughout the whole year on BBS, I wouldn't give a shit.
I don't think you're a whale, but it's funny to call you.
No. Let's just say I am. I will accept being a whale for just spending $100 the whole year on fucking BBS. Why? Because
I don't think you're attacking me though.
To me,
I was just curious to
me spending more than $5 on a game, on a mobile game, a month is more than enough to call me a whale. I'm okay with that. I don't give a shit. It's not that big of a deal. It's just money that I'm putting into something that may or may not disappear all of a sudden. I don't care. It's just move past it, okay? Like I was having fun with it before, but now it's like, hey, what the fuck?
No. I love discussions like this.
And then I literally branch off to, is gacha game like a good business practice or not?
So my thing,
good game?
I like to pick people's brains, to be honest.
That is definitely not, no. Like I don't have anything against that. Like we're all here to chill, chat, like talk with each other, but I don't like it when it feels like someone feels like they're being cornered or being pressured to answer. Like I'm not trying to make you feel some way, Leno. I'm just trying to
you guys are circling again. Can we move on to a different topic?
Sure.
So I'll just end on this. If I was offended, Trust me, I tell you. I'm not afraid to say anything anytime.
Yeah, I'm pretty
ever.
sure you're.
If I feel that way, I'll let you know. I didn't feel that way. I just wanted to pick your brain because
I'm glad I invited Leno.
Oh my god, this bum.
Also, there's Niche just sitting there, like, just listening in. I have nothing to add on to
Bro,
this.
I've been muted and then I came back to this again. Yeah, like I came back to you guys still arguing the same topic.
I'm just shiny hunting in the background. That's what I've been doing.
I'm just browsing Reddit in the background, like
yeah,
this whole time, like
yeah, my bad. Yeah, to the chat, if it sounded like I was offended or anything, my bad. I have a funny way of talking. So like,
yeah, that's what I said. I like how you talk.
dude,
Yeah,
contradiction. Like literally, I should change. Please change your name to Contradiction Lane, please.
Yeah. How about you change your name to? I need to stop using Umbreons on my Pokemon teams because they're garbage.
I thought it was Glaceon.
Glaceon.
Yeah.
Yeah, trash. Chat. I want you to know. I pulled up on Yulik-TGs. You know what I'm saying? You gotta put the TG in there. Okura clown wig. Stream, right? I opened his Pokemon Legends Arceus. You know what I'm saying? His stream. I pop in, and what do I see on his team? Lo and behold, it's a Glaceon, bro. A Glaceon in 2022. Ice types. This man is using ice types in 2022. Hey, you know Alolan Ninetales is a thing, right?
I'm just like Leno's like, I'm a meta chaser. While Yulik is like, I like this.
No. See, I'm not necessarily a meta chaser, but I do understand Glaceon is garbage. He's trash.
No. So I do agree. It is pretty garbage. Yes, I do agree.
Why would you? Hey, like putting Glaceon in your team is just saying, yo,
he likes evolutions. Let him have his fun, man.
I took that
Sometimes
personally.
we listen too many things.
No.
And I
We're
took
gonna
that
enforce our
personally.
opinion on others. We're gonna enforce our opinion. No, don't ever let me see you with a Glaceon on your team.
He's highly offended because of the Glaceon.
Yeah, I'm just like, bro. Goddamn, I'm sorry. I am really sorry.
I'll never get over that. I pulled up, bro, and he was talking all casual, like, bro, and I just see that Glaceon just pop out. I'm like, what is that? He's like, leave me alone. I'm like, what? No. What is that? Explain yourself.
Oh fuck. I guess I should call
It's
it a
okay.
stream. Damn, dude, fucking 3 hours.
Hey, it's okay.
Well,
You can keep using. You
A
can keep
majority
using
of that
Umbreon
stream was just
as a-
having a discussion about whales. I feel bad for a lot of people.
I even said in the stream, I was like, should we invite Lena? I think Lena would love this.
Hey, yo, it is what it is. I'm glad
I
you
would have
was.
preferred.
You
I
said
would have
never-
preferred to have just been making fun of this man since it was Soifon's birthday. Talk about how he just gets a Soifon blow up doll and just has a good time today. But nah, he turned it into. I'm gonna defend myself for not being a whale. It's like.
Because I'm not a whale. Don't at me. Don't. You don't
No,
know
Leno,
me.
to us, you are a whale.
You don't know
Subjectively.
me.
Subjectively, you're a
Let
whale.
me, here, fuck this. I'm gonna do this. I don't care how many.
I
Like,
will
I don't care how
down
many people
Bruno,
are here. I'm just
definitely.
gonna ask.
Are you
I
gonna ask, is
definitely
Leno a
will.
whale?
Huh?
He's
Oh, they're all
gonna
gonna
do
say
it.
yes.
He's gonna
Bro.
put a tab.
Before I go to
But let me tell
bed,
you something. Let me
Let's
tell you
see.
something. They're all gonna say yes. They think buying a character pack is whaling. I don't trust these guys. Come on now. I dare you to tell them I bought the seasonal ticket. Whale. That's what Yulik sounds like to me in my head.
oh my God damn.
I'm sorry, Yulik. I'm sorry. Bro, watch it be like, watch it be like 100% ratio. Yes,
bro.
yes, yes. He's a
Don't worry,
whale. He's
there's
the
not
problem with
Don't
this
worry, there's
game.
not that many people here. You don't gotta worry about that. Shit.
That's why it's gonna be 100%.
So you
It's
like,
like-
you can vote for me. I'll put it on yes.
Wow, I feel attacked. This is slanderous. You know what? Just to mess up your ratio, I'm gonna be a hater. Look at that. Look at
Oh
that.
my God.
Look at that. 33% of people disagree with you. You're factually incorrect. You're factually correct. Me and the one other person in the stream disagrees.
Bro, I
Oh
don't
my
think you can
God.
outcompete Scar in terms of like sub accounts. Let's be honest.
Oh, what you think? You think I'm scared of? Bro, I have 40 alts, bro. We can do this. I don't care.
But you know you also got IBK here, right? And Toad.
It would be funny
Bro,
if
it looks
suddenly
like we're
turned,
making
like,
40 more alts. Let's go. Let me tell you about this little bot I have to make emails.
Oh, so Scar said fucked. I clicked no. Say that to you, like.
Oh, so technically the vote's supposed to be higher.
Let's go, yo, Scar. If you click yes, you're factually poor. Do you want to be poor? Chris, IBK, the same goes to you. If you click yes, you're factually poor. You're poor. Don't be poor.
You guys are funny.
Nah, it's him. That's fucking him. I didn't even do shit today. I was just chilling, trying to browse through Reddit, but nah, we.
No, you better click no on your alts. You better click no on your alts.
Oh damn.
If you click yes, one, you're a hater, and two, you have no earnings plus ratio plus you just got told.
Oh my god. I'm just like, Smile, he's too precious. I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, I love him.
I want you to go on. I'll tell you what I want. I want you to go on your alts, vote, and click no. If you don't, I'm gonna tell Bike that you said you don't love him. I'll tell on you.
Oh my god. I'm actually kind of
that's
dead.
right.
Oh,
That's right. We're holding you hostage. IBK, I swear to God, you better go on your alt and click no. Say
Nah,
no.
poll's already
I
gone.
need bias
alright.
in the chat.
It's already gone, man. Okay, just it's okay.
No. No.
Okay.
Hey, look. See, 25% of the chat agree with me. Therefore, it's not that bad.
It's that. Listen, it's okay, man. It's okay. It's okay.
No. I'm offended. I'm offended.
Oh fuck! I actually had fun with this stream. Holy shit! I should do these more often. Like at least like once a week, just like chill session.
Imagine loving a bicycle. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh hell no! I'm fucking done with him, man. I'm sorry. Leno, it's okay.
Oh, I got
man.
another shiny sword.
Okay, fuck this, man. I'm ending the stream now. Hey, yo, take it easy, guys.
I gotta be easy, man.
Oh fuck. Good night. Good night.
See, now I know I'm gonna get flamed on Chris's stream. And it's gonna be like 12 niggas just trying to cook me for no reason.
Yeah,
You know what? It's okay. I'm just gonna tell them before.
I kept the stream going just to see if you would say something, but okay, yeah, I guess Briss knows for. Oh fuck. Oh shit. Good night, guys.
Good night, yo.